Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We know who the final of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman is going to be between. We have seen the couple games earlier on today. It is going to be the Blues taking on the Highlanders at Eden Park. I will show you guys the table here. This match doesn't have an effect on this table, but one thing is for sure, on these two sides will be playing a fast-paced game of rugby. We see that the Waratahs have actually got a spare forward on the bench as well. So they are planning on playing a very physical game, I would think. But this is the table as it is sitting now. As you can see, the Blues in first on 23 points, followed by the Highlanders also on 23. Crusaders in third on 23, but the points differential does benefit the Blues to have the home final, and it benefits the Crusaders, or benefits the Highlanders, sorry, to be able to sit in that second place position. But a very close finish between those two sides. The Chiefs are the only New Zealand side who are just that little bit further down. So they want to get a win here to try and boost themselves up a little bit more. But the Waratahs winless so far in this competition. They are hoping to get there first. But I do see we've got a lot of people in the chat already. We have got Lloyd, who is going for the Chiefs. Also, Riley Bennett saying go Chiefs. David going for the Chiefs as well. Up the Chiefs, AJ. Go Chiefs from full. Tell you what, we have got a lot of Chiefs supporters here in the chat at the minute. Miraleta also go the Tars from Midnight Plays. He is going the other way. Then we have also got there Jacob has put 40 points over the Tars as well. And tell you what, we've got a lot of people tuning in early. I do appreciate you all being here for this final live stream of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman until we get to the final. I've got the Chiefs kit on. Was sent to me. Thought I better wear it one last time. And anytime I have worn it, the Chiefs have done decently. So hopefully that will be the case in this matchup as well. But I will quickly get the lineups ready for you guys. But we are probably only around 10, or maybe less than 10, maybe only around 5 minutes away from kickoff, which is very exciting stuff indeed. I will say, if you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, leave a like on this live stream. I'm excited. We see who the final is going to be between. But from here, this game is just for pride. And we know that the Chiefs mana runs strong. We know that the Waratahs winless in Super Rugby. It was Super Rugby AU winless in Super Rugby Trans-Tasman so far as well. But this is their moment to change that. And they will be hoping to do so very soon. 6 changes for the Chiefs, they are saying as well, which I will show in a very short moment. Right, I have got the lineups ready. We will start with the home side, the Waratahs. Still no Angus Bell due to his injury, but instead it is going to be Andrew Tawala, who had a pretty decent game in last week's matchup as well. Then there are a few new names in that lineup as well. Mark Noah Kwanita-Wasi is going to be playing fullback for this match rather than Jack Maddox, who is nowhere to be seen at this stage. But like I mentioned, they've got a spare forward on the bench as well. So this fullback, they're going to have to be working hard. The likes of Whedon, Swinton, Dempsey, all very strong players. Warren Vosayako, hopefully I pronounced that one correctly. He is going to be one to watch as well. And at this stage, the chat is going crazy at the moment. I will try my best to read all your messages in a very short moment, but that is the lineup of the Waratahs. A quick look at it. This is a quick look at the Chiefs as well, and they have got a strong side. Few changes. The likes of Leonard Brown moving down to the bench for this one. They are going to be starting with the combination of Alex Nankerville at 13 and Tupaya at 12. Then you got the Sean's on either wing, Sean Stevenson, Sean Wainui back in the starting lineup as well. Brad Weber at 9 once again. Jacobson, he hasn't been able to score for the last week or two, but he was able to score 2 in the week before, so he will be hoping to do that there as well. Lachlan Boshier, Peter Gusto, Akula strong loose forwards for the Chiefs. Then you got Darwell, Slater, and Ross in the front row with Takiaho coming off the bench. Now, these are the benches for them. Few new names in the Waratahs one, but the extra forward, like I mentioned, also for the Chiefs, you have got the likes of Tom Florence. I am impressed with his performance the first time he played, so hopefully he does have a decent performance here as well. Xavier Rowe, Leonard Brown, Tia your spare backs, right. We'll try and best to read all of the chat that we have got before this match gets underway. We have got in their Waikato Chiefs from Miraleta. Also, we have got in there 10 as well from David for who is going to be a scoring or either maybe a points differential type thing at the start. You said Chiefs versus Highlanders. I am sorry. It is the Chiefs versus the Waratahs. Chiefs mana. What a year, lads, as well, says Paulie B. Hey, lads, go Chiefs as well, says Dude Imperfect. That's the thing. This Chiefs kit, I've been wearing it for every game that they have been playing in, other than the final with Super Rugby Aotearoa. But now it seems weird that, because it's kind of become a weekly thing, I put on the Chiefs kit and I'm ready to go. But now we are in that situation of I'm not going to have to put it on for the next few months until we get to see Super Rugby once again. I might wear it for the Mitre 10 Cup if I do a few of those games as well. We've also got Chiefs mana from Riley Bennett. Also, Chiefs going to win for pride as well, says Nov Mum. And Landers in the final. Let's go, says Jacob. Very happy man. In 3 weeks till the first All Blacks game. Tell you what, it's coming round very quickly. And all of a sudden, we're going to be there. And it's going to be New Zealand taking on Fiji. That's going to be an exciting contest. Or is it Tonga first? It might be Tonga first, if I'm not wrong. Maybe. And we've also got 12.43 to the Chiefs for Richard's prediction. Up the Chiefs, says Hona, and also go Chiefs, says Taniela. We are at 15 likes already, says Riley Bennett. Sean Wainui to score first as well. Tell you what, the chat is going extremely quickly. Aiden has said, hey, Hamish, what's up? How's everything been going today? It has been going at a very fast-paced kind of speed at this stage. It's been an exciting day. We had a lot of ups and downs in terms of the competition. We've seen a whole heap of stuff happening in terms of who has been able to. I'm trying to hide my terrible hair at the moment. One moment, I'll go like that. Hopefully that will fix it a little bit. Yeah, we've been wondering who is going to be making it through to that final, and we have found out now, and it means that it's going to be a very exciting one. Can you tell me who got injured in the Crusaders team today? Said, dude, imperfect. Dallas McLeod ended up going down in the midfield, unfortunately. Ended up with a head injury. Yeah, it was very unfortunate because of the fact that he was actually brought into the starting lineup because of David Arvili not playing. So then for the player to be brought in and then get injured, it is a big shame. Anton Leonard Brown has been amazing. He has indeed. A lot of meters carried, a lot of setting up other players to score tries. So hopefully he can pick himself up one in this match as well. Leonard Brown just liked and subscribed. Send me a leader. Thank you very much. It is very much appreciated. Danielle has said, go Chiefs as well. Was it David Arvili? Said, dude, imperfect. I'm not sure whether David Arvili had an injury going into the game, but they decided to leave him out of the starting lineup, and Dallas McLeod then was the player who got injured. And we always go at the start. You said Chiefs versus Highlanders. My bad. I'll send you an All Blacks jersey, mate, says Marco Votopolo Bear. Really? That would be pretty awesome, and it would be perfect timing as well with the matches coming up. I would definitely be wearing that one too, mate. I'm hoping to wear the Waikato one that you sent me during the Mitre 10 Cup as well to support the boys from the mighty Waikato. We have got Crusaders all the way, says Asali, and also we have got Midnight Play saying about stop spamming as well. We have got Rico Ioane as a centre or a winger, says Neville Singh. I think his pace brings a little bit of a good opportunity for that All Blacks midfield, but then you've got the likes of Leonard Brown, Goodhue. All those guys are fighting for that position as well. Like, he's good on the wing, and I feel like if he was to play on the wing, he would be a number 11 rather than the number 14. I think the 14 jersey's almost flooded at this stage. But then saying that, 11's starting to get that way as well. The likes of Jonah Ariki and whatnot trying to make their way into the talking point. I put up 2 likes, one on my computer and other on the PlayStation, so thank you very much, mate. Very much appreciated there. And go the Waratahs, says Zane. And we also got 2.5k subs. Well, up the Chiefs and the Kiwi lad, says Riley Bennett. Thank you very much, mate. Yeah, we've been growing at a crazy pace. And I just have to thank all you guys for it. At the end of the day, without you guys in the chat, yeah, it's just not quite the same. And we have also got, there you go, Chiefs. Tonga first AB's game on July 3rd. So that is great news. That little bit of hair is going to annoy me big time if I don't manage to tuck it in somewhere to try and hide it. I need a haircut. That is for sure. There we go. That's a little bit better other than that part. But we have also got there, yeah, I just sent the Waikato one as well, like a troll. Man, you got to be busy, or you got to be pretty ballsy to wear a Waikato shirt in deep category land as well, says Marco Votopola Bear. Yeah, I mean, it is to be fair. I wore this one out in public one time, but it was underneath a jersey, so it was a little bit hidden. How long till kickoff? We are sitting at maybe around, I would say we're only around 5 minutes away. They always start a little bit later for some reason, Saturday night games for Australia. Do you have a favourite for the final, says Neville Singh? It's going to be hard to beat the Blues at home, but the Highlanders, they are playing well. Like, they are probably the team. I said originally that they're the dark horse of the competition, and that's exactly what they've become. They were able to make their way all the way to the final, and now they've got a brilliant opportunity of being able to win that championship. We've also got Brandon Lenny or at All Blacks 13, maybe. Says, dude, imperfect. Although I know that a lot of Crusader supporters would say no after that drop ball, but people are harsh. That is for sure. Hopefully, they do forget about that moment pretty quickly. But at this stage, once again, for you guys who are tuning in, showing the table at this stage, the Blues are going to be in the final up against the Highlanders. The Chiefs, they can't make it into that final, but they can still put in a good performance here, maybe make themselves up to 19 points, or the Waratahs will be able to pick up their first win of the competition, and the Chiefs will be the first New Zealand side to lose too. So we have to wait and see what way it is going to be going. Do you have who do you have in the Lions versus Stormers and Bulls versus Sharks? Lions versus Stormers has been cancelled, I saw, due to some COVID-19 cases in the Lions camp. So for that one, it means that we're not going to get a 2 a.m. game. But for the 4:15 a.m. game, Sharks versus the Bulls, I said it was either going to be the Sharks by a few points or the Bulls by quite a few, I think was my earlier prediction, because of the fact that the Bulls lately have been doing very well to try and make their way into a dominant position. Like, in terms of in a game, if you're 20 minutes from the end of the game, they are going to well and truly pour it on. And we've kind of seen that quite a bit for them. Go Waikato Chiefs as well, says Jet Lees. And also we have got how long till kickoff a little bit earlier on. at this stage, probably around 5 minutes still. They are still in the changing rooms at this stage. And we always got, who do you have? Or sorry, I keep on reading the same ones. Are you will be tomorrow for the NRL live? Says Marilita. Not sure whether I will get those games in purely because of the fact that I am going to be up till 4:15 a.m. That's when the next match that I am live streaming will start. So I may end up sleeping through a couple of those games if they are afternoon ones. So we might have to wait and see there. But we have also got in there, yeah, boy, you know who it is, as well from Vito Skux. He's a happy man going for the Blues. And they're going to be in the final now. High fave YouTuber as well, says David. And welcome back to the live stream, mate. Very much appreciated. You guys being here. I would love to see you all back and back, but I don't think, I don't see him making the ABs this year. Yeah, I don't know whether he's had enough of an impact so far to be able to get back in that All Blacks jersey. I hope over the next couple of years, though, he does get a chance, and maybe World Cup time, he will be round to go. 25 likes as well, says Riley. We are flying up at the moment. The Chiefs making their way out onto the ground at the moment. I will be honest, I can't remember what location they are playing this game at. It is at an oval, though. I believe that is the name, but I can't quite think of what it was called. We have also got there. Did you watch State of Origin Game 1? I did indeed, and it was a surprise. I didn't expect the Blues to be able to win by as many points as they did. Like, that was a brilliant performance, and Queensland are going to have to fight back in that second match, that is for sure. And we have also got there. I got Chiefs wearing their home kit. They are indeed. I didn't pick up on that, but now I am looking at ECG. It is not the ECG. It is at a different location. I can't think of it. Brookvale? Is it something along the lines of Brookvale, maybe? Or something near that. I think the Sharks will win by 20-plus points as well, says Aiden. And Anchorvale versus Parisi. That's going to be an exciting matchup that we are going to get to see in this one. Damien is suspended for a couple of weeks. He is indeed. So no more Damien McKenzie yet. Thanks for the content, buddy, as well from Cheslin. Thank you very much for watching it, mate. It does make it so much more fun when you guys are in the chat as well. And yeah, it is just awesome. At this stage, it is going to be Abel leading the Waratahs out by the looks of it. He is going to be, how many matches is it? I feel like it must be 50 or 100 matches if he is getting to lead his kid out. He has decided to pick him up because he wasn't quite running quick enough there. Abel making his way out there onto the field with his kid, who looks very confused at the moment. Almost looks like he's about to cry, unfortunately for him. We have also got why Anton Leonard-Brown on the bench. I think they're just trying a couple new combinations to see if Brookvale Oval, says Jet Li. So it's relatively close as well. And Blue says John T as well. They are in the final, and they are showing that man. So Parisi, 1 try, 4 line breaks, 12 tackle breaks, 20 carries, and post-contact meters, 124. Very impressive. And we have also got there Pines Park season of mum, and also cowbells ringing for the Chiefs. And as Brookvale over, unlucky for the Crusaders, goes to show how crucial points difference are. They are indeed. And bonus points. Because of the fact, when you think about it, the Western Force, with that last-minute, 80-minute try against the Crusaders, cancelled out their bonus point in that last match, which could have been the difference. They could have had a home final if they had managed to hang on to that bonus point. Just shows how slim of a margin it is in this competition. And if one mistake, it can cost you. We saw a couple tries go down for the Crusaders today as well. Moments in those games are crucial. And because of it, now it's going to be Blues versus the Highlanders in the final. But it is going to be Will Harrison kicking this one off. Jordan Way is the referee in charge. And we are only 10 seconds away from kickoff now. David has said, come on. Chiefs, I'm watching it as well. 3, 2, 1. The whistle is blown, and we are underway now for the last match of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman before the final, taken nicely by the man in the number 4 jersey, which in this one is Zane Capelli. And now they are going for a bit of a rolling maul here. The Chiefs, they've got the likes of Leonard Brown, also Tia off the bench. They are going to be dangerous in the last 20. Brad Weber now kicking this ball high, chased by Sean Stevenson. Taken nicely there by Noah Konitawasi on his own 40-metre line. Now it's going to be Will Harrison. There was one of the Waratahs players going flying back. That's beautifully done. And Peter Gustoakula wins the penalty for his side there. Strange to have 3 different Super Rugby champions as well, says Joshua Martin. Yeah, it's been a strange format for a little while, but luckily next year we are going back to the normal format, and it is going to be also with the addition of Moana Pacifica and also Fiji Drua. So that's something to look forward to. Bryn Gallen kicking this one for the corner, but he hasn't got it out. And because of it now, it is going to be the Waratahs player returning fire, and it will now be a line out on about the 25 metres out from the line of the Waratahs. But Peter Gustoakula straight over the ball, perfect body position there, and it was what led to the penalty to the Chiefs. It's at 9:55 as well, says Jet Lee's, and Crusaders out. Is Crusaders out, says Pro Trooper. They are indeed. While this line out is about to be thrown by Bradley Slater, I will once again show the table for you guys. And as you can see, This is the end of the table. The Chiefs can move up a little bit, but they won't overtake anyone. Tell you what, Bryn Gatland now on the outside goes to Caleb Trask, and Sean Wainui scores the try for the Chiefs. And that came out of nowhere a little bit, but Sean Wainui picking up the try. And the Chiefs have struck first in only a minute and a half. I will have to quickly go back to the scoreboard, get it updated as well. Didn't expect a try within the only first kind of 90 seconds, but off the line out into the hands of Capelli. Then from there, Jacobson off the back running hard. Weber then went to Gatlin, picking the gap. Lewis in the defence. Caleb Trask, one more out to Sean Wainui. Welcome back to the starting lineup. Right, we will read all the chat as well. We have also got in there, it's been 1 minute for me as well, and we have got respect to Severis and Moonga for the gesture for Charlotte as well. They did have it written on their wrist, didn't they? If I'm not wrong. And we have also got Yup Crusaders are out, and already I think try Sean Wainui and favourite NRL team. I quite like, of course I've got to say the Warriors because they are the New Zealand side, but I quite actually like watching, James Tedesco play, so probably the Roosters, to be honest, but I have got, that's only like just by one player's name. So I feel like there is definitely another side that I'll probably support more. That's nailed there by Brent Gatlin straight down the middle. And the Chiefs strike first in this match. And it was Sean Wainui who was able to get it done in only 1 minute as well. Just beautiful backline movement from the Chiefs. I'll quickly update the scoreboard as well so you guys can see exactly who the try scorers are in this match. At this stage, there has already been one kicked off once again by the Waratahs. They're almost taken, but now it's going to be a knock-on advantage, and Jacobson has got this ball in hand. Actually, it is Lachlan Boshier who was able to claim that one. I am quickly typing and watching at the same time. A little bit of multitasking going on here, but now we are good to go. That one has been kicked downfield by the Chiefs. It's a high ball. Who wants it? Sean Wainui line it up, takes it beautifully there, Sean Wainui, and now he is going to be trying to shunt off their number 9, which in this one is Jack Grant, but he was dragged down. Now it's going to be Jacobson running hard at the line, but he is tackled. Only a few minutes out. They've got the advantage, and it's a straight penalty to the Chiefs once again, and they will be going for the corner once again. Who you got on game 2, Blues or Maroons? It's hard to come back from a 50 to 6. I think was the score, 52-6. In the end, it's hard to come back from that, but I feel like it's going to be a lot closer, but I'm still going to say the Blues by 10 as my prediction, but I'm terrible at predictions, so it could be a mile off. The Big V8 show said this might be painful to watch. Yeah, at this stage, it's one of those ones that if the Chiefs hadn't lost that game to it was the Reds in the end. If they hadn't lost that game, they could have still been in this hunt to be able to win this competition, get into that final. But with that one missing out, it is because of the fact that now they won't be able to make it. Also, we have got who's the best or what's the best NRL team? As well as Smithy Toilet. It's a hard one. I don't actually know the table off by heart at this stage, but it's in the hands of Lachlan Boshier with the rolling maul 10 metres out now for the Chiefs. It's in the hands now. Bradley Slater going sideways. Good rolling maul defence from the Waratahs. They're trying to force it back infield, but it's going sideways once again for the Chiefs. It's getting close, and is it in touch? No, the ball is still available for Bradley, but no, it's not. Wasn't able to get it out, so now it is going to be the scrum for the Waratahs. Very nicely defended there. At least our suffering as a nation is almost over, says the Big V8 show. Called it 10 minutes before kickoff. As well, says Aidan, you did indeed. And what a start, says Jet Lees. Who's Charlotte? Says Mako Vodapolar Bear. I feel like Neville Singh, you may know a little bit more about it than me. So do inform Johnny Plays of that information. Sean Wainui for the hat-trick, as well, says Neville. And at this stage, great defence from the Waratahs. First try to Quintal Pyer, says Escaroy. The next try may be to him, because Sean Wainui scoring in the first minute. Very impressive from him. Go Chiefs, says Solo as well. Panthers, I'd say, but will choke in the knockout round. And also not having Luai for the finals were immense as well. My voice is struggling at the moment, but the Waratahs at this stage, 914 kgs to 886 of the Chiefs. That is a big advantage. Front row goes down straight away, but the ball is available for Grant. Now it's going to be, that's contact and a half from the number 12, Fogarty. You don't want to run straight at him, unfortunately, for the Chiefs defence. Now it's going to be Jack Grant, who has got that kick away. Very good kick downfield. It's in the hands of Wainui, and every time he's got that ball, he's looked dangerous. Now it's going to be Trask out to Sean Stevenson. He's got Nankerville on the outside now, backing himself with a little bit of a step there. Alex Nankerville almost ripped away from him. He's only 5 metres out now. Alex Nankerville, he's getting almost driven all the way to the line. 5 metres out now for the Chiefs. It's going to be, and that's a Peter Gus-Sowakula, who was getting very close. The Waratahs player over the ball, got the advantage now for the Chiefs, though. Luke Jacobson, he will be lurking somewhere. Little kick him behind from Bryn Gatlin. Sean Stevenson taken out there. And now it is going to be going back for the penalty because of the advantage. Charlotte was a 9-year-old who lost the battle to cancer earlier this week. says Neville. And I assume maybe she would have been a Crusader supporter, possibly, if I'm not wrong. Is that right? Or maybe I have got that wrong. But do let me know. And also, who's going to win? Blues or the Highlanders, says Ed. It's going to be an exciting contest. Each side in Super Rugby Aotearoa, one of them got the win, one of them got the win. So this is going to be the final matchup. And it's going to be hard to pick. The Blues playing well in that first half, but the Crusaders the Highlanders are finishing matches very well lately. So I feel like that could play a little bit of a factor as well. And we have also got there in the chat, Mabumi just scored 2 tries to get the Sharks over the line versus the Bulls. It's going to be an exciting one. I am well and truly going to be staying up until 4:15 a.m. to be able to watch that game. Going to the back there, Bradley Slater not quite claimed though, and now it's going to be a loose ball for the Waratahs. And it was going to be the man of the number 8 jersey, Warren Vosayako. Is the name. Jack Dempsey now around the side, trying to make a few extra meters. Some of these Waratahs players I haven't really seen too much of lately, or throughout the Super Rugby Trans-Tasman competition. Now it's going to be Fuketi, who is trying to drive through the gap. The ball has gone down. Little step there from Parisi. He's going quick, Parisi. Still going. What a step that was. But he is on the halfway line now, Parisi. He's looking dangerous already. Early on in this match for the Waratahs. Round the side, it was Fuketi once again, having another carry. Up to 5 phases. Will Harrison kicking him behind, sees a bit of space. And it's going to bounce inside of the 22. Sean Stevenson got this one. Only 5 meters out from his line. Goes across to Bryn Gatlin now. And he is going to be kicking this one on the right boot, looking for the touchline. And it's a good kick. He's going to bounce it into touch there. And that is a brilliant kick from Bryn Gatlin there. And we have also got there, let's go Chiefs. Yes, she was a Crusader supporter as well, says Neville. And we have also got Scott Robertson forcing himself on. Oh, no. We have also got in there, geez, we got some weird chat today. What's the score margin for today? Says Ed Vogel. Oh, it's a hard one in terms of who is going to be winning this match, because of the fact that at this stage, 2 Kiwi teams have had 2 dominant wins almost, other than you would say that the Blues, like if it was just based off the first half, the Blues were looking dominant, but then the second half, there were a few weaknesses, which I feel like the Highlanders might be able to expose. Tell you what, that is nicely done by the Chiefs there to be able to get that ball back from the line out. Now it's going to be a bouncing ball. Nankivell kicks it forward with a knock-on advantage. Number Quinito Wasi now looking for the wide ball in the hands of the man in the number 11 jersey, which in this one is James Ram. He's thrown into the cameraman there, and that ball is in touch. So they are going back for the knock-on now. Lockie Swinton, that is a man who seems to always have a black eye or is recovering from one. He will be over to have a good performance here as well. And Bra as well, says Marco Vanapola. I'm on the Maroons as well, or Maroons, for another hiding next Sunday as well, says Machu. And also scoring 2 points from Sia, just beating. Oh, no. Sorry. If you don't like me, you are all right, David. There's nothing wrong. I enjoy seeing all you guys in the chat talking about the game as well. What is your score prediction as well? And also, I do want to know, you guys, I didn't ask it in the last 2 live streams, who is scoring the next try in this match? The player, not the side. We are going very specific. I'm going, I think Tupavai is going to be the man scoring the next drive. A little bit of a strange shout, but maybe it will work out. Who's the ABs? Lucy's this year. Satutu, Papali'i. Who are the others? As well, says Marco Vanapola Bear. Oh, it's a hard one. If it was who I'd like to see, I would have a couple more of those younger guys in there because of the fact that they have been doing very well. Tupavai already has a bleeding nose as well. I'll make my AB's team prediction as well, says Smithy Toilet. And Savia is another shout, although he did have a knee injury in the last game, which is not good news. Quintal Pye, I'd love to see him in the, getting on the score sheet since coming back from injury. Sean Stevenson as well, but Duda imperfect. And also in there, we have got earlier on Black Cats 230 for 3, so they're doing decently. I saw that the player, Will Young, I believe it was dropped very early by Joe Root, but has gone on to get 80 before he ended up getting out. Unsurprising if they lose again after the hiding they got from New South Wales in game 1 as well. Says Samasosa. At the moment, we are just having the scrum reset. But yeah, the likes of Luke Jacobson, I'd love to see him there because he has had a pretty good season so far. What about the others, like 5 or 6 Lucy's they usually name? As well, says Marco Vanapola Bear. I think they'll go with Kiri Ioane. He'll be in there as well. I'm trying to think through who are the big standouts this season. Billy Harmon, I'd love to see there because he has played very well throughout this season and has been very strong. Front row going down, penalty to the Waratahs. The Brumbies, although it's not the Brumbies, the Chiefs are going to be under pressure all day in this one because of the extra weight advantage for the Waratahs pack. So now they are going to be kicking for the corner, getting another chance. Papali Akira, Tom Robertson, I'd love to see as well. Blackadder, Carly Grace as well. Yeah, that is a good set of players, that is for sure. Yeah, Billy Harmon, I would chuck in there, but I'm not sure whether they'll take enough numbers. Boshier, I don't think has been clinical enough this year. He's been very good, but I don't know whether they'll go for him in the All Blacks jersey because he did miss out last year as well, unfortunately. And I go to the same school as Quinton Pai and Severus went to. There's Riley Bennett, which is pretty awesome. So, yeah, you've got a few ex-rugby players who are now. Is Quinton Pai, has he ever been an All Black? Has he got an All Blacks cap? I know he played for the Māori All Blacks, but I'm not sure about the actual All Blacks. But now it is going to be in the hands of, I believe that is going to be Perezi once again, breaking his way through tackles. And he had 20 tackles broken before he already was going into this game. Now it's going to be Mark Nawaqanita Wasi, little offload knock on. And now it's going to be the option of the line out or the scrum feed. Tell you what, Nankabell's taking that one quickly. So now he is going to be kicking this one downfield, creating a bit more of an angle. And that is a boot and a half from, it was Bryn Gatlin. And he has just cleared their lines well and truly. Decent team, not bad. Shannon Frizzell says, David, although he was going to be out for 8 weeks, so it will depend, 6 weeks, so it will depend on that injury and depending on how it will go. So is that guy who tipped Zentangle at Trentham today, shot the messenger, useless horse, was a favourite and just came second. Oh, that was old. What's his face? I can't think of the name there. Oh, it's been stolen once again by the Chiefs in line out time. Bradley Slater taking that one. And now the Chiefs have got this ball on the halfway line. Goes to Tupovai, back to Gatlin now. Quintabai catches the ball behind him. Goes to Nankabell. Fires it wide now to Sean Stevenson. Catches it low. And now he is driving. He keeps the ball in play now. And it's going to be Caleb Truss with a bit of pace. And a little chip of mind. It's going to be Jack Grant in the foot race. Who's going to be able to get it? It is going to be Jack Grant. But straight over the ball, it's going to be Lachlan Boschia. I mentioned about him not being a standout for whoever a metre short of the line now. Who is going to be able to get over the line? Who's that going over the top? It is going to be held up. I think it was Lachlan Boschia, maybe. Yes, it was. No, sorry, it was Luke Jacobson trying to get over the line, but they've got a 5-metre penalty now. I must say, shoot the messenger. I meant to say shoot the messenger, Kiwi lads, as well. And we have got kind of coming in the chat. Gavin gets 4 tries in Munsters, 54-11 route of Zebra, the perfect replacement for CJ at 8. Who is that? Who is that? It is actually Fukidi. Or Perezi, sorry. And it looks like his arm is well and truly, I think it's dislocated. And they're going to have to try and put it back into place for him, which it means at this stage that is a big hit for them. Perezi in pain, he is indeed. And he doesn't show pain very often, that man. So it must be a relatively serious one, but it is going to be the number 23 here, Tane Edmund, making his way onto the field. That is for Perezi while he is off the field. I hope he comes back, Perezi, but I don't think he'll be able to because of the injury. So his night is going to be over there. We have also got New Zealand going into rebuild phase en route to the Cup as well. And reckon it's time for David Arvelli to go back in the AB's jersey as well. And yeah, kind of cool. And with that comment about Munster, it is a shame that they aren't the team going south to play the Bulls because Benetton, they received the points due to a forfeit, I believe, if I'm not wrong. Or it ended up as a draw, which then pushed them over in a game that maybe it would have been tough for them to win. So I feel like Munster a little bit hard done by there. And I feel like that's the matchup that people wanted to see, Munster versus the Bulls or the Sharks. We've also got there need to bring some experience, and we have also got only one player in the starting lineup who's over 30. That one has gone down in the front row. It's going to be an advantage here to the Chiefs. Now Brad Weber goes back into the hands of Gatlin. Short ball. Alex Nankabell not quite able to take it. Now it's going to be a penalty to the Chiefs once again. We've also got in there Snooze will get slept by the New Zealand teams doing Munster mash as well, says Machu. And yeah, it's one of those ones I wish it was going to be happening, because of the fact that Munster, they have got some great players, both having quite a few South African players as well between the Bulls and Munster. But that's the thing, the Sharks, if they win with a bonus point, they will actually end up in the final against Benetton, which I feel like as a final, that's an interesting one. I'm not sure what way it's going to go. I feel like I know, but I'm not sure what the score is going to be for that one. At this stage now, it is going to be the scrum feed for the Chiefs once again. Benetton's opponent, Ospreys, were forced to forfeit because they had 3 positive tests this past week. Yeah. So did they end up with 4 points rather than the draw kind of coming in? Is that what pushed them over the line? It might have been, actually. I feel like I know half the story at that stage. David has said we scored. I am just a little bit further behind here, but it is going to be going back. Are they going to be able to get this moving here? The Chiefs, it looks like it is pretty stale for them at the moment. It is going to be in the hands of Brad Weber. Out the back now, wide ball from Bryn Gatlin. Bounce past Wainui. Takes it as well. And that's going to be the second for Sean Wainui in this match. And someone who called the hat-trick for Sean Wainui, you might be onto something there, because the first try for Sean Wainui came in the first minute, the second coming in the 14th, and the Chiefs are on fire at the moment in this match. The Waratahs losing one of their key assets in that midfield. Perezi, he hasn't come back out onto the field, and because of it now, it is another try to the Chiefs. Told you as well, says David. I feel like you are a little bit ahead though, David. So maybe that is why you were able to say it. And also, we have got, they Gormless, they got the 4 points. You see, that's a bit of a shame. With the Ospreys, I haven't been watching the Rainbow Cup enough. Do you think the Ospreys would have beaten Benetton, kind of going in off the past performances that you have seen? And we have also got someone hyping up to lose, especially with the powerhouses down south as well. So Wainui is on fire. He is indeed 2 from 2 at the moment, says Aiden. You're on fire, mate. At this stage, Perezi looked to be in pain. I hope he will be okay. Yet almost the way he was holding it, it looked like maybe a dislocated shoulder, but then also there was a little bit of hold in the wrist. And that's the thing. He would be one of those players that I feel would be named in that Wallabies squad that is getting announced tomorrow. So maybe the coaches see that and go, yeah, nah, maybe not. Gatlin, he has got that one once again, close to the right and upright, but he was able to get it over. Bring Gatlin, Dave Rennie for sure as well, says Dude, I'm perfect. And Kiwi Lads, that YouTube page showing the NRL got shut down for breaching copyrights. Says Macho, I felt like it did sound too good to be true. As well, Faves Chiefs coach, as well, said Ed Vogel. I mean, overall, like the coach that took them to the Super Rugby Aotearoa final, I believe it was Clayton McMillan, if I'm not wrong. I feel like he did a pretty good job. Like Warren Gatlin went overseas, left him the job, and from there the Chiefs were able to make it all the way to the final. So I don't know whether that was all completely his doing, but it was very impressive from the Chiefs. Damian McKenzie probably had quite a bit to do with that as well. But he is unfortunately suspended. Grant now goes back into the hands now of the number 14, fires away to Noah Quinito-Wasi. No, it's not. It is Foketi able to fire it now on the inside to Noah Quinito-Wasi, but he was in touch. So now it's going to be the line out. The man in the number 14 jersey was Alex Newsom, whose name I did miss earlier on as well. We have got, and there I think so, Benetton's away form. The domestic season is horrendous at times. Ospreys were starting to get better. Yeah, so it's a very unfortunate time situation because of the fact that, Munster, I think, could have had a decent chance. There's going to be a penalty there to the Waratahs for the players leaving their feet. We always got Munster being in Leinster's shadow, more one-sided than the New Zealand versus AU rivalry. As well as Smithy Tour, although they did get the win over them last time, didn't they? If I'm not wrong. But Leinster at the moment, they're in that kind of awkward phase because they have lost a few games in terms of them getting knocked out of the Rainbow Cup. That one's not going out, and that one has been taken by Sean Wainui. And they are going to be going right back now to where that one was kicked, I believe. Unfortunate for Will Harrison. We have Oscar. He needs to stop that. Stop having a tuck. That's why his shoulder popped out. As well as much of it. Also, Legend Keith Woods hate that. Munster always took overseas. And we have also got there in the chat. Tell you what, I feel like you guys are absolutely going. You are harsh at the moment, boys. We have also got there. Jet Lee's but yes, as well. And we have got Karawe. Tane has said bring back Buck as well. Of course, Sir Buck Shelford now. Now it's going to be Swinton winding up. Oh, met by Capelli. And that was two huge men covered together in that one. Now it's going to be the man on the number 18, the 8 jersey, breaking the tackle of Bradley Slater almost by drag down. Swinton once again having another run. It's Zane Capelli. That's going to be a battle by the looks of it. Now it is going to be a short ball into the hands of Jack Whedon, who is tackled. And at the moment, the Waratahs trying to get that ball retention up. It is just outside of the 22, 30 metres out. Now it's going to be a little offload from Foketi. In the hands now, just of the man on the number 8 jersey, Warren Vasayako. That is a hard name to say, but now it's going to be Noah Quinito-Wasi once again. Oh, was he forced into touch? They are going to say that it is a Chiefs ball, but I think he almost let that one go. And then it almost ended up in the situation of rolling off the Chiefs players back. We have also got there, where are you based in New Zealand, says Ed. I am in South Canterbury, so I'm halfway. Normally the best way to describe it is I'm halfway in between the Highlanders and the Crusaders in terms of location. Kind of smack bang in the middle in a small town in South Canterbury. We also got, I'm not going to complain, that's what it is what it is. Benetton do earn their place, but they will have to play a game of their lives against Sharks versus Bulls. Yeah. And that's the thing. The underdogs, they're going to be huge underdogs in that situation. But if they can somehow get the win, it will do a lot of confidence for the Northern Hemisphere Rainbow Cup sides. Like, I feel like the competition originally, we were going to get to see some great battles. The Bulls versus Munster, all those type of matchups. Leinster versus the Lions. I guess Lions, maybe Leinster versus the Sharks, I guess I should say, as a little bit of a better one. But there were going to be a lot of good matches that we were going to get to see. So hopefully we do get to see it next year. Is that also, surely that isn't Foketi. If that is Capelli, not Capelli, if that is Foketi, That is both of the men in the midfield. They are showing here. Alex Nankervel-Perezi in the end. Oh, he tried to make the tackle, led with the shoulder in the kind of middle. Dislocation of the wrist, I think, is what they are calling here. And unfortunately, just didn't look too great. And then for Ketty going down on the ankle, tell you what, they're losing all their stars at the moment. He's getting well and truly strapped up. We have also got there, I'm kind of upset. Maddox hasn't done anything special the whole season, says Aiden. The only thing I remember of Jack Maddox was that massive run in the game against the Hurricanes. How he was able to pretty much go the full length of the field. Someone smashed Lockie Swinton in the face. He gets that enough as it is, I think. His face, he's always got a black eye or a black eye healing. Lockie Swinton, he is one of those players who will get in a breakdown and he will just try and smash people as well. And we have also got there, by the way, do you think we will get back the Super 15 next year? We will not. It is going to be instead, I guess you could call it Super 12, but it's going to be Super Rugby with the 5 New Zealand sides, 5 Australian sides, and then we will have 2 Pacifica sides. And that is going to be Moana Pacifica and also Fiji Drua. At this stage, Munster Scouts, oh no, we've got Bulls. Oh no, you guys are also, Bulls will eat the Northern Hemisphere teams. They'll always have high rating standards for their players. Low as an average NZ player to an Irish starter as well. Now it is going to be all. So I call it tackled hard by Warren Vasayako. Going back, Weber goes to Gatlin, drop the ball there, cold there. Bring Gatlin in now. It's going to be a scrum feed for the Waratahs, only 10 metres out from the Chiefs line. A little bit of pressure there. Black Cats 249 for 3. They need 53 or 54 more runs at this stage to be able to take the lead in that test match. And yeah, at this stage, I can't keep on reading out your messages, guys. I'm sorry, because you guys are just having a complete argument in the chat. And to be fair, we haven't had too many arguments overall in the whole weekend of rugby. So I guess it is the last match of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman before the final, and everyone is just rolled up at this stage. But it is going to be the Waratahs who have got this line out, have got the scrum feed 15 metres out from the Chiefs line. 20 minutes gone in this match so far. 2 try scorers, and they were both the same man. Sean Wainoi picking up the one in the first and the one in the 14th. And now Jack Grant is going to be putting this one in. It looks like the scrum is going to be stable here off the back. Looks like they are going to be using it with Warren Vasayako. That's a hard name to say, but tell you what, I'm going to have to learn it if he keeps on running like that. 10 metres out now, the Waratahs. Jack Grant goes to Lockie Swinton, and they are getting closer and closer by the minute. Alex Nankervel trying to grab that one, not quite able to. Now Dempsey driving forward, tackled by Vai. And also it was Aiden Ross, I believe. That one's been dropped now. And it was Jack Wedden. He did drop that one, unfortunately for him. And now there is a little bit of push and shove happening. A lot of teams fired up for this match. That is for sure. Benetton versus Bulls for the Rainbow Cup final. It is indeed. Unless, of course, the Sharks can get a massive win over the Bulls in the match that is happening at 4:15 tonight. And we also I played against Lockie Swinton in high school. Really big guy to tackle. Yeah, he is a tough unit of an individual, that is for sure. And we have also got in there, mate, I'm dealing with 2 man-children prima donnas, as it says Kanaku in. I feel, yeah, it's a harsh, it's like anytime you come into the live stream, there's always 2 people waiting for you. I am glad to see you here, though. Kanaku in. I do thank you very much for tuning in. Also, we'll get your opinion. Who is going to score the next try in this match? Everyone in the chat, who is getting the next one? We had a couple of people guessing for the first try. Is it going to be the Chiefs or is it going to be the Waratahs? And if so, who is going to be the man who scores at Karawe? Dane has said that it's going to be 8 tries for Wainui. Yeah, what if the Chiefs keep pushing like that in the scrum? It is certainly a possibility. Still haven't got the advantage here because the front row didn't go down. That was very well done from the Waratahs. They got forced back a lot, but then from there, little offload. Luke Jacobson goes to Brad Weber. I'll come back to that in a short moment, linking up. Passes on the inside. Sean Stevenson gets it, but it is a little forward pass there. But I was going to say is that, the Waratahs, they got forced back maybe about 10 metres in the scrum, but the thing that they did well was the front row just didn't quite go up. My hands look very purple in that camera. But yeah, I've got Chiefs Mana in the chat from Riley, and Bulls are going to smash Benetton, says Sammy Souza. Yeah, unfortunately, that could be the case. And I feel like the worst case scenario is it's a huge, huge upset because of the fact that then people won't really be interested in the Pro 16. But we could also have a relatively close match maybe Maybe not, though. We also got, I'm going to be the Chiefs as well. Says Jet Lee Full. It's going to be the Chiefs for winning this game. All you guys need to like the stream, or you just like peeping Tom's up in here as well. Says Machu. And also we have got, maybe they will, maybe they won't. We don't know, do we, as well. Says Kana Kuinan. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm definitely going to be doing a live stream of that. That's the thing. I haven't really learnt much of Benetton's side because of the fact I didn't think I'd have to. Because of the fact that they've kind of come out of nowhere to be able to go right up to that final. You know, man, my homie as well says Karawe Dane as well. Do appreciate that a lot, mate. And I do thank you very much for being here. Now it's going to be a backline movement. And it's in the hands of Noah Konitawasi down the wing. Does the chip in behind, found a bit of space here. Ball bouncing nicely for Sean Stevenson, who is now going to be on a counter-attack. Little offload to Sean Wainui down the wing. Is he going to be able to get the 8 tries? Mentioned a little bit earlier. It's going to be a penalty there to the Chiefs for the player leaving his feet. It wasn't the Waratahs player, that is. Oh, I'm getting hungry. And we have also got there in the chat. I'm still back them to win, regardless if they don't pump Benetton. As well, says Sammy Souza. And also we have got, obviously, I wish Munster made the final. Could have been a tighter and better contest. Yeah, and it is unfortunate with that fire as well, because the likes of Dialende and Snyman, I think, were both injured in that, if I'm not wrong. And they were 2 players that maybe, like, that would have been exciting to see them go up against their fellow South Africans as well. But yeah, at this stage, I didn't actually eat food between these live streams. Slightly regretting it at this stage, to be honest, that we almost got there. And there we have got, they're a very good team. But don't forget, you've they played the Sharks first on their patch as well, and also made an interesting contest as well, says Sammy Souza. That one has been claimed there by the Chiefs. And once again, the rolling maul is one of those aspects, but it is going to be a penalty. I'm glad I didn't finish that sentence, because I was going to say it is one of those aspects in their game that are very strong. But giving away the penalty there. So because of it now, it is going to be the Waratahs who have got the penalty on the halfway line. And yeah, it is going to be very exciting to see how this match is going to be finishing. Is there going to be a bonus point for the Chiefs, or are the Waratahs going to be able to fight back and get their first win of this competition and this year? Boys are hairy hungry as well. There's Karawe Tane. And yeah, that's the thing. I feel like I should have cooked something, but now I'm going to be cooking something after this live stream, I think. And then I'm going to stay up until 4:15 a.m. when the next match is going to be taking place between the Bulls and the Sharks. Going to the front, there's a Swinton. At this stage, line out stolen. The Chiefs have been able to steal 2 so far in this match. And now it is going to be in the hands of the Waratahs. Only 10 metres out. Going to be Grant going back further to Foketi now. Looking for the offload. Decides to go himself. Nankerville trying to get straight in there. Not able to get the ball. Now it's going to be Grant. Goes to Dempsey now. Driving forward. 10 metres out still though. For the Waratahs. 25 minutes in now. It's going to be the number. I believe that was Talakai, if I'm not wrong. So he is on the field as well. So there's another injury for the Waratahs. Now it's going to be Dempsey, who is driving forward. 5 phases down for them. 1 more to go if they can get over the line here. That would give them a bit of confidence here. The Waratahs, Jack Grant goes back now into the hands. Oh, it's an advantage now. And they are going to have another chance of making it over the line. A little bit of a crawl forward for the Waratahs. 8 phases in. Jack Whedon on the side now. Oh, the number 8, he's close. His name I keep on forgetting, but it is Warren Vasayako. Now they're close to the line, getting driven sideways there. Can they get over the line here, the Waratahs? They've got another advantage. A man jump forward there. And it looks like it might be close. They're going to be checking. They're going to go TMO here as well. And we have Osgot there. Would have made a very interesting contest for sure as well, says Simon Souza. And also, don't be shy. You don't have to delete your messages, bro, as well, says Machu. And also, we have got went to the same school as Jack Maddox and Angus Crichton. They're actually nice, also really good and humble players. And I feel like that is one thing. Like, yes, they are aggressive on the field, some of these players, but off the field, they are just decent blokes, I guess you could describe them as. So, yeah, that is awesome to hear that. Maddox and also Crichton. I mean, Maddox, I still remember that run against the Hurricanes. I mentioned it a little bit earlier on, but it was very impressive that he was able to go almost the full length of the field for the Waratahs. They're checking the grounding there. The ball is held up, so it is going to be going back for the penalty 5 metres out. And we have got for a few brews under the coconut tree chaps as well, says Aaron. That sounds like the life right there as well. And I'm just going to sit back and enjoy watching as well, eliminating from your head, mate. And he's still going. We have also got there, you should record the Bulls match, and we'll see you at a decent time of the day, bro, as well, says Machu. Although I think it's one of those ones that if you don't do the game live, most people who already know the result don't actually look for it. I guess it's one of those factors. So if we want a few new people possibly tuning into the channel as well, we will have to do it live. And I guess my sleep schedule is still kind of prepared for it. I've been staying up late for the sake of getting into the kind of pattern for the British and Irish Lions tour when those games are all in the middle of the night. I'm watching the games here in Ireland. I back the Stormers as well, says Kana Kuinen. And of course, they received the 4 points for the COVID breach or the COVID cases in the Lions camp. So because of it, they received the 4 points and they will be finishing second, maybe. If the Sharks don't win, they will be finishing second. If the Sharks win, they will be finishing third as well. And we have also got the Kamachi says Hona, and also, what's the time in Ireland, brother, as well? Must be early in the morning, or maybe a little bit later in the morning, maybe around 11 a.m. Tell you what, my time zones still aren't great, but it's going to be a rolling ball now for the Waratahs. They are driving forward, getting closer and closer. Jacobson holding him up. No, it's Lachlan Boshier. It's going to be another advantage. This one could be a yellow card to Lachlan Boshier here. We are going to have to wait and see, though. They're going back now. Time off. And I think Lachlan Boshier might have to sit on the sideline for the next 10 minutes. But it's going to be the penalty. Go into the pocket. Yellow card. See you later, Lachlan. We will see you in 10 minutes, mate, because he is off the field in the 27th minute now. And it is very unfortunate. You're nearly correct, Kiwi lads, as well. Nearly correct. And what one was that? The time. I was wondering, nearly correct. What did I say? And then I realized, right, I'm going to have another guess. Is it 9:26 a.m.? Maybe. Not too sure. We have also got there, and they're still going. Marco Votapolopia is a ruthless individual, that is for sure. But now that's not straight. And because of it, it is going to be the Chiefs scrum feet. Wait for it as well, says Kaurawe Tane. Hopefully I am saying your name correctly as well. Do let me know if I am getting that wrong. And we have got when I played for Otahu Rugby Club, Eric Rush was having his 21st before he changed teams to play for Harbour as well, says Machu. And talking about a little bit more of the provincial stuff, Mitre 10 Cup only going to be about a month away. Oh, they've shown a different angle here. And they do actually get the ball down. The Waratahs actually were able to get that ball down on the line, but they said it was clearly held up. So I'm wondering where that angle was. Yeah, I'm wondering where that angle was when they were actually looking for it. Be right back having a shower as well. I will be way asleep at 4:15. I know a lot of you guys probably will be my second video. 4-6 Long Beach on short, a close fought race as well. Says Smithy Toiler, and also go the Chiefs. Says Riley Bennett, you are my brother. Says Karoe Tane, and it's 11:25 a.m. You are close, then you got further away. So I well and truly jinxed it. So it's 13 hours difference. You guys are 13 hours. Actually, it's 11 hours difference. You guys are behind by 11 hours. Time zones are not my thing. I'll be honest, I can name pretty much every flag in the world, but I can't name the time zones of the locations. But it's going to be another scrum reset. Lachlan Boshier still going to be off the field for the next 8 minutes 20. So pretty much all of the rest of the first half. At this stage, only 8 minutes in. I have to say, this live stream, I feel like it's more chilled out than the other ones. It's going to be a penalty or a free kick there for the Chiefs because of them engaging early there, the Waratahs. But yeah, these other ones today have been absolutely hectic. So I am enjoying the fact that I am able to take a couple breaths and just kind of chat along with you guys. So if you guys, I guess if you have any questions or anything related to rugby or not related to rugby, be sure to put it in the chat because it seems like with the speed that we're at the moment, I will be able to have time to be able to read through all of them as well. What about the time at Samoa? Says Jet Lee's. Or Samoa, I'm going to say it is currently 6:28 p.m., but that could be a mile off as well. But do let me know. And also we have got there, Kmart should sponsor the provincial competition next year as well. Machu says, Kmart, where good times start. That would be fun. I feel like the Bunnings NPC, I think is what it's going to be called. And not too many people will know it as that. They'll know it as the Mitre 10 Cup, but this year it's going to be the female Mitre 10 Cup as well. And we have also got there 11 hours behind. And we have got, you are currently, or you are saying correctly, championship minutes as well, says Karawe Tane as well. And now it's going to be the scrum of the Chiefs once again. And we will have to wait and see. Oh, it's gone down again, and it's going to be the penalty this time for the Chiefs. The scrum is struggling for the Waratahs, and that's interesting because of the fact that the Chiefs, they didn't have Lachlan Boshier in that scrum, and also they are in that situation of having the extra power in the fullback, about 30 kgs. 11 p.m. in Samoa. They're always an hour ahead of us because they're practically cheat the system. As well says Millie Toya, is that the case? I thought New Zealand were the furthest ahead in the world in time zones, but I could be wrong there. Time Samoa is eating. Oh no, we also got Highlanders in the final. Let's go. Says Arizal Bell. They are indeed, and it is going to be the game at Eden Park up against the Blues. Exciting one. New Zealand North versus South game should be played every year in a 3-game competition. Might as well might be as big as State of Origin. Yeah, that's the thing. I would love to see it because that game was very entertaining indeed. 11 hours behind or deep as well, says Karawai. That one is claimed there by Nawakunitawasi there. Now it is going to be going short side into the hands of now the replacement number 23 trying to drive forward, which in this one is Edmund. I am looking down at my paper more than I normally would. I do apologize for that, but some of these names I am not that familiar with. Jack Grant now goes back to Harrison. And the hands now a little bit of a skip from Nawakunitawasi, hit high in the tackle, maybe by Tupaia. And it is going to be the advantage now. Now it's going to be Wetton. Into the hands of Lockie. Swinton straight over the ball. Jacobson decides not to go for it. Now it's going to be quick little hands there. Into the hands of the number 11 who's driving forward there, Ram. Now they are going once again, going short side. Sinclair goes to Dempsey with a good run. Up to the 22 now for the Chiefs. And they are going to be going back for it because of the fact that he was doing a little bit of a roll as well. We have also got Uchiki Shaki Munster needs to play more with the ball in hand instead of the ball. The balks, and I don't know what the balk is, but I feel like I should have read it out. They were until Samoa in 2011, so I just set their time one day ahead. As I said, Smithy Toilet at this stage, that was a good run from Nawakunitawasi, but hit a little bit high from Kuntupai, a little bit harsh, I guess you could say as well, because of the fact that it was kind of riding up, or almost riding down, I guess you could say, but it is a penalty in the Waratahs now. Inside of the 22, a man advantage as well. This is a good opportunity for them. Dusty Rim says Karawe as well. And at this stage now, it is going to be the man in the number 2 jersey, which for this one is Tom Horton getting a start in this one. But 4 of the last 5 penalties are against the Chiefs here, which is not ideal. Sinclair now taking that one at the back. Dempsey got the ball in hand now. Gone one more back into the hands of Tom Horton. And they are trying to drive forward with the rolling ball once again, making good meters. And at this stage, Tupa Vai has to leave the side. Capelli joining once again. Vai is going back in now. It's going to be Tim Horton breaking off the back. But he is tackled by Tupa Vai, who has been able to tie him up a little bit now. It's going to be in the hands of who is that? He's over the line, as he know, just a metre short there. The number 1 there, Andrew Tuala. Are they going to be able to get over the line here? Going around side for Wetton once again, perhaps setting it up for someone else that's going to be out the back. It's going to be Will Harrison with the cross kick. Bryn Gatlin trying to line it up. Nawakunitawasi takes it. And he scores the try. What a try that is. And it was Nawakunitawasi who was able to score it. And at this stage now, I will update my scoreboard and put that the Waratahs have been able to score. And he has got a long name indeed, that is for sure. But he has got a good jump on him as well. And that is exactly what he was able to do there. The cross kick from Will Harrison. They decided that that would be the best choice. And in this situation, he was able to score it now. And they have still got the man advantage as well here for the Chiefs, or for the Waratahs, sorry. And in the end, he did beautifully. Bryn Gatlin gets a massive knee in the back. That wouldn't have felt too nice. He wasn't able to get it. Oh, it was Caleb Trask, actually, who did try and jump for it, but Nawakunitawasi was able to jump high. I can't speak. I'm excited for this match. I feel like it's going to be pretty close between these two sides. The Waratahs have got the ability to score tries. It's just whether or not they are going to be able to defend how many the Chiefs can score, but that one was 34 minutes into this match, and Nawakunitawasi scores the try for the Waratahs. Here we go. We will update that. I will read all of your chat as well. We have got in there, we have got high tackle. As I said, Joe Bro, and all Aussie teams are too soft. Go to the Chiefs as well, says Mark. And how's that a high tackle? Said, dude, I'm perfect. I think they decided from the angle, like when you see it, he actually hit the ball and went down. But, yeah, it is a little bit unfortunate. Thoughts on USC 263? I'm excited. I think I might be buying the pay-per-view, but I'm not too sure yet. Might have to wait and see if the bank balance will allow. But it should be a very good matchup between Adesanya and also Marvin Vittori. Also, the return of Nate Diaz should be an exciting one as well. And Paul has said what minute is it in? At the moment, we are sitting 35 minutes into this match. But for some reason, my scoreboard says it is only at, oh, no, now it says 35. We are good to go. But yeah, 35 minutes into this match at the moment. In the quarter, says Paul, not quite 10 meters out it was, but now it's going to be Nawakunitawasi once again, taking that ball to ground. And now Jack Grant calling his shots inside of the 22 at the moment. We'll be allowed to kick this one out on the full. And we have got New South Wales or Queensland up the Blues as well, says Quirky. I think the Blues, they played a very phenomenal game of rugby, that is for sure. The Chiefs looking like they were almost going to take it quickly off that kick into touch from Jack Grant, but they decided against it in the end. They are showing Caleb Trask. He will be hoping for a big performance, of course. Still missing Damian McKenzie here. It is very unfortunate indeed. I remember that there was a good number of Kiwis who played for Munster, as I said, kind of coming in. And also, evening, mate. Welcome into the live stream, Birdie. What did I miss? We've had an interesting situation happening in this match. The Chiefs scoring 2 early tries with Sean Wainui, but since then the Waratahs have been having a little bit of attack going on. I will show the table as well. But if you don't know already, the Blues and the Highlanders are going to be the two sides who are going to be on the final. It's going to be a little knock on. So it's going to be the Waratahs who have now got the penalty once again. But yeah, it's going to be Blues versus Highlanders in the final. Should be a very entertaining matchup, and it is going to be at Eden Park as well. And we have also got there, once it's skipping off, oh no, we got there's somebody get Brody Retallick back, says dude, I'm perfect. I think he is going to be coming back from Japan for the test matches for the All Blacks. It's just whether or not he gets into that side. We've got a lot of strong, talented locks in the country at the moment. Do they give someone like a Retallick a go, or do you go with a younger guy and see how he goes as well? Do the US Bros are also 420 men like me? They are indeed, although not as much of a 420 man as yourself, Johnny Blaze. Always dropping that $4.20. It's become just your kind of thing. I feel like if we ever had merch, we would do a collaboration with you and put, oh no, we probably couldn't put 420 on a t-shirt because we probably get demonetized. But, you know, we might try and find a way of putting it in as well. Chiefs should easily win. No Jake Gordon and Maddox for the Tars. But that's the thing. Sometimes having younger players in a side can make a team even that much more hungrier. That one has been charged down. Sean Wainui now was able to charge it down, looking to take it quickly. Yes, they do. And now it is going to be Harrison going across field. A little bit of a counter-attack for Kenny. Goes into the hands now. Oh, quick hands out to the winger Ram, who is going to now be driving forward, but he is tackled low by Quinton Pyer. They have still got this ball now. The Waratahs on the halfway line. Dempsey hard in the tackle by Peter Gasoa-Kula. Going short side once again, selling a bit of a dummy there, trying to drive forward Alex Newsom. He has been tackled once again. Have they got the advantage there? No. It almost was. Nankerville getting his hands in that ruck. On the halfway line still for them at this stage. They have still got the man advantage, but once there is a stoppage in play, Boshier will be back out on that field. So that is what the Chiefs will be after now. It's going to be Harrison kicking a high here. Going for a high ball. Who's going to be taking that one? Noah Quinity tries to do a little knock on from him though. And it is going to be the knock on advantage for Brad Weber there. Almost going through, but it's going to be a penalty to the Waratahs for offside. And now it is going to be them going for the corner once again. Did you watch Japanese Top League, favourite team as well? CDF Vogel. I watched a little bit, not enough to be able to pick my favourite team. So I remember watching one game with Perenara, and it was just on pretty much, it looked like the hardest ground I had ever seen. But Bowden Barrett helping his side get into the final was pretty awesome. And yeah, I think from what I've seen, there's some good rugby being played in that competition, and I'll probably end up watching a lot more of it in the next competition as well. North versus South final as well, says Karo Aitane. It is indeed. And it is going to be a very exciting matchup as well. Brody's best number 4 to grace the surf. Immense player. Notice how I didn't say greatest, but overall ability as well, says Smithy Toiler as well. And go Waratahs in midnight plays, and they are not out of this match yet. Very close. Claimed nicely by Dempsey. Close to not straight, but it is going to be now Lockie Swinton hitting the ball up. And it was called not straight. So now it is going back for the scrum feed for the Chiefs, but the Waratahs at this stage with Tom Horton, about 3 or 4 haven't been going their way at that scrum time, or at that line-out time, sorry, and let me know when they play Anton Leonard-Brown, favourite Chiefs player, as well, said Ed Vogel. I mean, the likes of, I've enjoyed watching Luke Jacobson this year, and also, this one's going to be an interesting one because of the fact that I feel like it's a bit rough, but Damian McKenzie, he has been one that, I mean, a lot of people, when you talk about the Chiefs, talk about that man, Damian McKenzie. Also, quite enjoyed watching Quinton Pyer before he got injured, but now he is back, which is good to see. Also, young guns, such as a Tom Florence. He had a phenomenal game in that match that he got to play a little bit earlier on in the Super Rugby, or actually late in the Super Rugby Aotearoa season. I enjoyed watching him, and I hope he gets a decent opportunity here tonight. That's a good push from the Chiefs. Now the front row of the Waratahs staying down, but Swinton pops up. So now it is going to be Luke Jacobson off the back of the scrum. Goes to Bryn Gallen with the advantage as well. We're up to 40 minutes now. Sean Stevenson stepping back on the inside, tackled by Newsom. And at this stage now, it's going back. Weber goes to Gallen, almost lined up there on the tackle. Quinton Pyer out to Zane Capelli. One more out to Sean Wainui. Back in his face goes to Peter Gasoa-Kula, who just shunts off Noah Quinita-Wasi. 40 metres out now. The Chiefs, they want to score before the end of this first half, and that is what they're trying to do. Nankerville looks for the offload, but doesn't find it in the end. He wasn't out. They are saying so. He is going again here. Alex Nankerville, and it's a penalty for the player entering through the side. And now it's a penalty to the Waratahs. Hi, Hamish from Josh Peach. Welcome in to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in indeed. Tell you what, the chat is going very quick now that I was talking about it being a little bit slower earlier on. We've also got there, the ABs might go for a young Lucy there. Oh, they've tapped that one, and they have kicked it into touch there. So the Waratahs currently sitting 7 points behind in this match, but it could go either way in the second half. And we have also got there, forgot to say, Kiwi lads, Reece Marshall, an ex-Chiefs player, played his final game for Munster the other week. He was a solid player, but was badly underused. Cheers for giving him to us. No worries, mate. And that's the thing. I love watching New Zealand and Australian and just Southern Hemisphere players play in other competitions. I don't know whether that's just me, but the likes of watching the top league, seeing all those Southern Hemisphere players, I think it's kind of like you get that nostalgia of, I know him. And I enjoy watching him play. Like the likes of the French sides, you see all those fellas like Jerome Kano, also Victor Vito, Ehio West, all those guys who you go, where did they go? And then all of a sudden you see them all. And it is great to watch it as well. And the chat is going very quick. I might have to skip a few messages and go back to them a little bit later on as well. Chiefs will blow the game wide open in the second half here, since it's a tight first 40 as well. Sammy Sosa, that's the thing. Their bench has Leonard Brown and Chase Tiatia on it, and those two men are hard to shut down. That is for sure. No clear release, disgusting cool. As well, says Dude, I'm perfect. And we have also got there, got to go, says Riley Bennett. We will see you later, mate. And also 41 likes. Well, that is awesome. Smash that like button and subscribe. If you are new, says Betty, you're the man. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Do you think it would be wrong for Brodie Retallick and Beauden Barrett to come back and be thrust right into the AB's team straight away? Or should they earn their stripes like the other players do? It's one of those ones they're playing against Japanese opposition, and nothing against the Japanese sides, but I feel like it's not quite the same kind of physicality and level of Southern Hemisphere rugby, if that makes sense. So I wouldn't mind seeing them both come off the bench and kind of get a few more opportunities that way. But I feel like it's kind of a bit rough too. Well, something else that's rough with my haircut at the moment. But yeah, other players kind of like I feel like they off form, they should get the starting lineup position, if that makes sense. Did you guys enjoy having Low as well? Your consistency, and also we have got there crazy to watch Japan Top League made Michael Hooper and Kieran Reid teammates for Toyota Blitz. Yeah, that's something a lot of people didn't think they'd ever see. Kieran Reid and Michael Hooper, two captains on the same side, and yeah, they played decently as well from what I saw. Ehio West is a bona fide superstar at La Rochelle. Now Yet was worse than Teddy Black when he was playing at the Blues as well. Beauden Barrett said he will play for Fiji. Draw, did he? Says Renati. That would actually be pretty awesome if we did get to see him playing for one of those kind of not underdeveloped, but very new sides thrown in. I know that there were rumors of a few big stars going to those sides. He could be one of them. And then that would mean that Roger Tuivasa-Sheck would not have his Beauden Barrett brother in the Blues lineup as well. And we have also got there we have got Velskins to do, who was up north. They call him the best number 8. If Mo'unga was up north, they call him the best player, discussing how badly players are rated up north. Taylor would walk over Marshan. I said that name very badly as well, and I feel like I said it that badly. I'm not going to attempt it again. I know the name that I wanted to say, but it just didn't quite come out that way. Teddy Black is good. See Midnight plays as well. Now that he's doing the commentary for this watch along, mate. He never left NZ as well. That is the thing. People have actually said my nearest comparison is James Lowe in terms of the, I think it's the hair as well. I'm not sure whether my face is quite the same, but I actually made myself on Rugby Challenge, and it did actually look rather similar to James Lowe. I guess you could say, tell you what, I'll try and find it. Have I got it anywhere? I think I will be able to bring it up for you guys while we are talking a little bit more about what was happening in this match as well. Where is me thingamabob? I think I would have put it on a hard drive. I got about 50 hard drives sitting around, all with different stuff on them. And they are all important. They all have very crucial information for the Kiwi Lads channel. Is this the right one? No, it's this cord that I do need. But thank you all very much for tuning into the live stream. Do appreciate you all being here as well. We have got Luke Jackson, Brad Weber, as well, says Quirky. They have been going decently into this match. Or is that for who I look like? Our favourite underrated Chiefs player, sorry. And that's the thing. Luke Jacobson, Brad Weber's going to be going off contract very soon. So whether or not he re-signs for the Chiefs, we will have to wait and see, or whether he goes and spreads his wings elsewhere. I'm sure there would be a few people who would be very keen to be able to have him in their starting lineup. That is for sure. I'm just looking through to try and find that file that has me made on Rugby Challenge. I showed you guys a little bit ago, and just to get your opinion on whether or not it looks like me. Where is he? There he is. That is myself. One moment. I'll put him up on the screen. How do I put him up on the screen? There we go. Right. One moment, everyone. We will go like this. But at this stage, the Chiefs playing decently in this match so far. Share screen. We will go with that one, and we will go with this. We will go like this, and we will go like this button. I can't see because of the microphone. We go here. There we go. That is what I made myself look like on Rugby Challenge. And hopefully you guys think, does it look relatively similar? I feel like that was about as best as I could do. If we're both looking in the same direction, you know, it's not a mile off, but it's not quite there as well. I'm not too sure. We have also got there as well. So we have got Karai has said something about a haircut, and I feel like that is directed at me, and I probably do need one indeed. Hamish has more of a Pappenheisen look. We need him for Origin as well, says Smithy. Did you watch the All Access Sky Sport episode? I haven't, but I will hopefully be able to get around to that as well. It was it Tom Robinson that they were doing? How will the final be played? Says Anaket. It will be between the Blues and the Highlanders in the end. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Oosh, that looks realistic. Brother Hamish as well. So yeah, I'm going to be starting a career mode on Rugby Challenge very soon. And yeah, it should be an exciting one. Hopefully, I will be able to make my way all the way to the All Blacks. I think it will be something along the lines of maybe a road to the World Cup and try and win it for my side. I did a test one just to make sure that it could take place. And my guy actually got injured a week before the World Cup and missed the whole competition. So I didn't actually simulate the games either. So it was interesting. Hopefully that doesn't happen in the real one as well. And we have also got about 60% similar. Bro, you still look like James Lowe as well. So it's kind of coming in. Yeah, it's pretty similar, to be fair, to James Lowe's look. I was going to pull up a picture of him, but I'm not sure whether that would get me copyrighted or not. At this stage, Michael Checker is talking for the halftime chat. And at this stage, also, I will get you guys some stats for the first half. See what way it has been going. Favorite AB's captain, Ed Vogel, has asked, Richie McCaw, I feel like it's a basic one, but I feel like he's got to be up there just purely because of how many or how dominant they were while he was the captain. Of course, that was also because of the players around him, but like he had that captain's kind of like leadership quality, I guess you could say. At this stage, the Waratahs 55 carries in this first half. They have been able to break through once. Tackles 83 made by the Chiefs to the 28 of the Waratahs. You would say the Waratahs have had 66% possession. The Waratahs are almost dominating other than on the scoreboard. And the yellow card to Lachlan Boshia will mean they will have to be very careful with their discipline. But so far in this one, a lot of players for the Chiefs, including Sean Wainui, having 42 metres carried, getting a few metres on the board. And then 10 tackles already made by Tupavai, Jacobson, Weber, Tupaya, and also Aidan Ross, Nankerval, all making 7. So they've been very busy, that is for sure. But at this stage, yeah, we're going to have to wait and see who is going to be winning this second half as well. Only one game, so that means no other teams' games as well, says Anaket. Yeah, we are going straight into the final. Unfortunately, no semi-final in this competition. So it is just the Blues on 23, the Highlanders on 23, and they do end up being just ahead because of points differential. What is happening at the moment? They are showing a man in an inflatable ball. They seem to have that at quite a few of the grounds lately as well. Is this the latest cover? Is that the latest cover of Rugby 21 as well? Says Karawe. Imagine that. But at this stage, they did announce Rugby 22 is going to be coming up. It is Drew Mitchell inside of the inside of that ball. Not sure what he's doing, and I feel like I should be talking about it, but I also am interested. Okay, right. So it's a race. First to the halfway line in an inflatable ball, and then it is from there. You got to go back through the post and you win. Apparently, we have also got there. It doesn't hurt to teach your self-made avatar in the pitch and playing him as well. Says Sammy Souza. And at this stage now, they are trying to make a few extra meters. Drew Mitchell is trying to win this one as well. He has a lot of caps, and he looks like he's got quite a good little style at the moment. Someone else has gone rolling. That's going to be the end of them. And hi from Morecake. Welcome into the live stream, mate. And also Sup from 268. Welcome into the live stream, mate. If anyone is new, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Hope to see you all back for the final next week between the Blues and the Highlanders. Drew Mitchell has fallen down there. Those balls are very flat in terms of the air that they have put in them, unfortunately. So at this stage, it is just, we're kind of at an awkward stage of halftime. The halftime entertainment is out and about. Drew Mitchell is getting very close. And he's fallen over again, the poor fella. But the possession at this stage, 66% for the Waratahs in this match. Very impressive indeed. And thoughts on the AB7s in the Olympics. I'm looking forward to it. I want to do live streams of those games, but I feel like they might get taken down by the Olympics, possibly, if I'm not wrong. The Highlanders or Blues this time till death. I'm going to say first half, the Highlanders are going to struggle. No, wait, I'm going to take that back. First half, Blues are going to have more points. Second half, Highlanders are going to score more points. So it's whether or not the Blues can hang on to the lead that they create in the first half, because the Highlanders have been finishing matches extremely well lately, and the Blues have been struggling in that second half. I'm not sure what it is for them, but it just hasn't quite been working out in that second half. So maybe it will be it might be the try in the first half for the Blues and the try in the second half for the it will be the other side. The Highlanders. We still got Marco Vunapolabia in the chat as well, because he has said that he made his avatar 6'8" and 120 kg is what he said that I might be making. Tell you what, that was right on cue. Marco Vunapolabia with the message in the chat. Olympics should ban CCP athletes from competing. CCP. I'm scared to ask, but what does CCP stand for? I can't think of it, unfortunately. This one by Drew Mitchell has more meaning than the Blues winning Super Rugby Trans-Tasman, says Joe Bro. Yeah, it's an interesting one. The Crusaders fans are going to be pretty mad at that result because of the fact that the Crusaders, they didn't lose a game, but they aren't in the final. Points differential is huge in this competition. They're showing an ad for Domino's. I'm hungry. Don't do this to me. Why would you do that? Mini, large, or extra large? I'll have an extra large Domino's pizza, please. What is everyone's Domino's toppings that they go to? Or are they a Pizza Hut? I'm actually more of a Pizza Hut guy myself, but do let me know your favorite pizza from either Pizza Hut or Domino's. Slapu as well has said hello. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. At the moment, we are at halftime. 2 tries for Sean Wainui in the first half for the Chiefs, and also Noah Konitawasi was able to score the try for the for the Waratahs. Okay, Smithy, I get it now. Drew Mitchell's such a stoner. Look at him, his eyes are always shot hit, always talking off topic, spinning out. Typical stoner behavior, trust me, I know. Says Marco Vunapolabia. That sounds a little bit too similar to myself, Marco Vunapolabia. Eyes always shot at this stage from the lack of sleep. Also, talking off topic, spinning out. That's just the Kiwi Lads channel in a nutshell. As well, we have got Chiefs Cowbell Party as well, says Don't WF, go Chiefs. Rugby Fair representing as well from Rugby Fair. And at this stage, 7 points is the difference. I think a lot of people thought that they were going to be running away with this match here, the Chiefs, but Waratahs trying to fight back here. It's going to be an interesting second half, that's for sure. Happy for whatever, as long as it's from the long white clouds of Aotearoa, as well from Karawatane. And also Blues winning Super Rugby will be huge since they haven't won since 18 years ago, says Sammy Sosa. Yeah, that's the thing. Haven't been in a final in a while as well. Also, the Highlanders haven't been in a final, but 2003, the last time they were Super Rugby champions. It's going to mean a lot to them. I feel like that's the thing. Some Crusaders fans and a couple other of the New Zealand Super Rugby sides, I hope they don't kind of go, oh, it's a short competition. But, I feel like the Blues, they've had to work hard. Same with the Highlanders making it into that final. They have worked hard and they do deserve to be there. And it's going to be exciting to see what they can do next week as well. Best not to jinx 2 cents, mate. If he finds out about your prediction and it happens, he will help you as well. Yeah, he is a great man. 2 cents as well. And I feel like, is he going to go to the game? He might consider going down to Eden Park because he lives in Auckland, doesn't he? So maybe he will consider going to the game. But yeah, I really don't want to end up, unfortunately. Yeah, I am very good at jinxing things. It's like the fact that someone in the chat jinxed it was Dallas McLeod. They said, oh, we don't want him out on the field. And then all of a sudden he got concussed and had to go off the field for him, sadly. I just draw myself a pen. That's unfortunate. Do you guys like Copeland's? That's off topic, but yeah, it's good. It's got there. Say the Chiefs Haka name. It should be on the back of the Chiefs shirt collar as well. I'm just choking myself at this point. I can't quite see it. I actually... Nah, I haven't quite got it. My neck's not... It's a long one, but I can't quite get all of it, and it's in reverse at the moment. Pico here, Tanawana. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. I didn't get quite all of it, unfortunately. But now it is going to be kicked off for the second half. It's an interesting way to start half as well. Yeah, I think 2 cents will be going to the game. That's the thing as well. The game between the All Blacks and the Wallabies, the first Bledisloe Cup test, is in Auckland as well. So he's very lucky. He can just go down the road and watch those games. I would have to get on a plane to be able to make my way to Auckland. But maybe Dunedin could be on the cards for myself at this stage now. Sinclair off the field. That is for Sam Kerr. Sam Kidd struggling to speak at this stage. We've had a lot of rugby on in the past little while. Kidd there. Now I am going to put Jacobson now running forward for the Chiefs. They want to strike early like they did in the first half. They scored in the first minute of the first half. Can they do the same in the second? Tupavai dragged down to the ground by Dempsey there. Now it's going to be Brad Weber going to the left-hand side. It's going to be Tupai with a bit of a fend, but he has been tackled there. And I hope that we do get an update on Perez's condition because it didn't look good. He was holding the wrist and it looked pretty sore in that regard. But I will read the chat in a very short moment. I see we've got a lot coming through, so thank you all very much for tuning in. If you aren't, be sure to hit that subscribe button now. It's going to be Boshier, who is dragged down to the ground. That's almost going to be the ball. Yes or no? It's a penalty for the player not rolling away. So Jack Wenham was the player not rolling away. Number 18 for them, Chris Talakai, was fine, but unfortunately he wasn't quite able to roll away in time. Wenham, we have also got there in the chat 2 cents. It's from Auckland. Kiwi Lads is greatest as well. Says Marco Vodapolo at 2 cents himself. Said he's going to the game. 99% to cheer on his Blues. And yeah, that's going to be an exciting matchup for the Blues fans in attendance. I hope they get a sellout. That would be pretty awesome. That is a big kick downfield. Caleb Trask decides to almost. Now it is going to be, people are abusing the touch judge at the moment. Now Kornita Wasi kicking that one downfield. And now it is going to be the line out for the Chiefs. We have also got there talking about 2 cent. He doesn't require your assistance. He'll need those beer donations, brother, as well, says Smithy Toilet. We don't get beer donations on this channel very often. We get $4.20 donations, I've found, from Johnny Blaze. There we have had a couple donations over the last couple of days, which is pretty awesome. Bradley Slater now down the wing, back in his pace, trying to run straight over the top. But yeah, I think he's got quite a large following, so he probably gets a lot more donations than us, that is for sure. And now it is going to be Brad Weber going back into the hands of Quintupai now. Advantage to the Chiefs. Quintupai breaking a couple more tackles, dragged down by Wheaton though. 35 out from the line now. Wheaton. Oh, sorry, that's Weber. Goes into the hands of Zane Cabelli. Little offload to Sean Stevenson. Now it's going to be Bradley Slater running on the inside. Ball gone down. And it's going to be the penalty. We have also got, I think 2 cents will be going to the game, says Novmum. Also, talking about, I read that one, hashtag back the lads as well, says Smithy Toilet. Here we go, making every effort to do so as well. Says Kata going in as well. He will go. Make every effort to do so as well. And we have also got, will he go? Kata going in. Will he really go? I'm sure he would, because of the fact that it's a great opportunity to be able to go to some live rugby. It's one thing we've been blessed with in New Zealand and Australia is the fact we've been able to have crowds for a long time. 2 cents, YouTube live pretty bad. His coming slow as a soft your way cooler, mate. Thank you, Ed. Do appreciate it. Although I guess it's a different style. It's like 2 cents is more of, I think he has even said this himself. It's kind of like for his viewers, he assumes that they are watching the game, whereas for ours, it's more of the live commentary side to try and keep you guys informed. Although I'm not doing a very good job at the moment. Zane Capelli, it wasn't Zane Capelli, it was Peter Gustovic dropping that ball 10 meters out from the line. Double knock on, and it's going to be the Waratahs who are going to be having the scrum feed. And we've also got being lucky living in Auckland. What? Unlucky, if you ask me. How I feel for my Auckland brother. And geez, what a shanty town to live in as well, says Marco Vonapolabia. It's one of those ones, though. I feel like if you live in a area with a stadium and you love sport, definitely, because Auckland have a lot of events going on. And I believe it is the double header between Tonga and New Zealand. Is it Tonga and New Zealand being played? No, that might be FMG Stadium. I need to do more research. I think Crusaders should be on the final, says Utamo as well. To be fair, that's the only way any other team will win Super Rugby by simply avoiding the Crusaders as well, says Sammy Souza. But that's the thing, missing out by 1 try. They had about 5 disallowed tries in the end due to handling errors and whatnot for the Crusaders. And also, it was the case of, unfortunately for them missing out on that bonus point the week before. And that's the thing, if they got the week before bonus point against the Western Force, they would have the home final. It would be Orange Theory Stadium, Crusaders versus Blues. But it has changed big time. Crusaders are not going to be in the final, and it's going to be the Blues versus the Highlanders. We also got, you do an excellent job, Hamish. 11 out of 10 from me. Mate, you're a legend as well, says Marco Vonavola. Very much appreciated there, mate. And yeah, thank you very much. You've been here since the start. I think quite a few of you have been here for a very long time, and it is pretty awesome. And I will ask the question, have I been pronouncing Kanakuinen anywhere near what it is pronounced, mate? Because I know that I was saying it wrong and you had to correct me last time. And I feel like at this stage, maybe you've just accepted the fact that I can't get it right. But yeah, do let me know if I am a mile off. Out of 10, what would you rate my pronunciation? Talval now driving forward 10 metres out from the line at the moment, the Chiefs. Now it is going to be Galen flat ball to Bradley Slater. Offload it back. Caleb Truss, wide ball to Sean Wainui. Step on the inside. It's Sean Wainui. He gets the hat-trick. Who said it was someone earlier, and they have called it well and truly. Wainui can't be stopped. Johnny Blaze, you must not like this very much because Wainui, of course, is not your favourite player. That is for sure. But we loving the fact that the Chiefs have been able to get over the line 3 times, and all 3 have been for Sean Wainui. Caleb Truss setting up Wainui once again. Passed over the top of Alex Nankivell with the skip pass, and Wainui scores it as well. Black Cats 286 for 3 as well. Says Novman, so they are doing very well. How many away are they from being in the lead? Novman, do let me know. The Wingers that live around Eden Park have lobbied so that Eden Park can only have 6 noisy events per year. If you want a peace and quiet, move away from a stadium. I feel like that's a fair point, to be fair. Like, if they were expecting quiet when you do live next to Eden Park, it's going to be a little bit tough for them. And, like, that's the thing. Like, sport is a big part of New Zealand. That sounded like a weird analogy, but, like, there is a lot of sport that happens over here, and it is pretty awesome that we do get so much. And also the crowds as well has been phenomenal throughout Super Rugby Aotearoa. That one has gone over from Bryn Gatlin as well. And at this stage, because that's the thing, Aotearoa Super Rugby had all of the games with crowds, if I'm not wrong. Mount Smart Stadium as the venue for New Zealand versus Tonga. Interesting test match at a rugby league ground as well. There's Sammy Souza, and they will have a lot of support for the Tongans there, I believe. Your pronunciation, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Oh, that's not too bad. It's on the right track, but there's certain letters that sound different but from what it should be right. I am going to get it a 10 out of 10 one day. Please, what letters am I getting wrong? Do let me know. That's going to be a knock-on advantage against the Waratahs. And now the Chiefs have got this ball 22 metres out from the line. Luke Jacobson not too happy there. And also 60 of like from me as well. Thank you very much, mate. What do I call you? Because you have just got a whole heap of, I believe it is asterisks as your name. So I'm not too sure what to call you there. We almost got there trailing by 12 for the Black Cats. So very close. Sean Wainui, Mr. Spence her Super Rugby Chiefs money at Hamilton Mall. Constantly, I see her every time I go to Mitre 10. Pacemakers, placemakers, and Bunnings, lol, Sean the Sim. Well, I know. I was going to say pacemakers. That sounds like a different store where maybe you do buy pacemakers. Placemakers know how can do. And all the slogans, people. If you know anyone at those companies who want to, they want to reach out and do a little sponsorship of the Kiwi Lads channel, let them know. We do a lot of talking, so we can do a lot of promotion. One of the players with his asthma inhaler here, I believe it is the man in the number 18 jersey, which would be Chris Talakai. You don't really see that too often, unless it is possibly maybe like the magic whistle from Bondi Rescue. How it is, although it wouldn't be on that level, you wouldn't be allowed that kind of influence from liquids/mists, I think you could call it as well. And yeah, at this stage, this match is going to be interesting. It's right. I'm actually going to write this down because I always see it and then I forget it. Cool. Is it? Oops, I almost ended the live stream there, clicking my mouse accidentally. We got Kana Koyanen. How's that? Is that getting closer or further right? That's a good scrum for the Waratahs there. And they've got the ball now, almost breaking through. Will Harrison straight over the ball is Lachlan Boshian. It's a penalty straight away for the player with the side entry. And the Chiefs want to take this one quickly. He's not giving the ball up here, Will Harrison. And it is now going to be the penalty. There's a red card in the Broncos game, I do see, as well. And we have also got there, I figured it was pronounced that way as well. Says Sam Sosa, and also 10 out of 10. If you don't rate it higher, I mark 2 cents. Officially forbid you from entering my stream as well. Says Vinny Toilet. And we have also got there, I sponsor you, Johnny Blaze Builders in my company. I mean, I do put quite a few messages up on the screen for you, Johnny Blaze. So I guess if you want to shout out your company, be sure to let me know. And I will be sure to put it up on the screen as well. How do Irish people pronounce Ireland as well? I feel like I always pronounce it wrong. Is it Ireland or is it Ireland? Like, I feel like I've said it too much now. Gatlin kicking that ball high into the half of the Waratahs, taken beautifully there by the man on the number 23 jersey, which in this one is Edmund. Now it is going short side. The hands of now Newsome trying to break the tackle, but great low tackle from Weber there around the side there. Now Quanita Wasi almost able to find a bit of space. Knock on advantage, double knock on. And it's going to be the scrum now. And we have also got there, similar to Murray pronunciation, Kiwi Lads as well, says Ross McIntyre. So is that for Ireland? It's getting worse. This kind of going in. I feel like I've well and truly blown it. It's that middle part. Kuainen. Kuainen. Get in there. 9 out of 10, maybe. No semi-finals in Super Rugby Trans-Tasman Table Park. Not in this competition, unfortunately. Only the 5 rounds. Playing everyone once in terms of New Zealand versus Australia. And then from there now, it's going to be the Blues versus the Highlanders in the final. I knocked Connor on the canvas before. His leprechaun, decided to tickle my feet, hoping to find the golden coins as well. And we have also got there, like everyone else, Smithy as well for earlier on for how they pronounce it. And now it is going to be a good push from the Chiefs once again. They're trying to stay down now. It's going to be the advantage. Luke Jacobson going short. So I got Peter Gusto, a little offload on the inside. And he is backing himself. Peter Gusto, just running over the top of everyone there. 40 metres out. That is a big jump from, it was Grant who was able to now go for the cross kick as Weber goes to Sean Stevenson. Maybe was in front of the kicker, but now he is running. Man on the offside. Caleb Trask didn't quite find him in the end. On the 22 now are the Chiefs. Boshier goes back to Bradley Slater, rushing up with a high tackle. Was Dempsey. That is not ideal for the Waratahs there because now they are back under pressure. Caleb Trask with a little bit of a spin. And he has been tackled nicely in the end by the number 2, Horton. Now they're going short side once again. Goes to Nankerville. Tupaya, quick hands to Slater. And they are back onto that 22-metre line almost here, the Blues. They are not the Blues. They are the Chiefs. At this stage, Jacobson now claiming that ball, tackled by Dempsey and Horton once again. Driving them down. They've still got the advantage up to 7 phases now. Gallen backing himself, getting it hard in the tackle. It's at the back once again for the Chiefs. They are deciding what way to go. Instead, it's going to Sean Stevenson now. Little offload out to Bradley Slater. He's got the man on the outside. Goes to Dubai, maybe a little bit too early. But Dubai is still driving forward for the Chiefs. Brad Weaver goes short side. Little offload to Bradley Slater close to the touchline, but he has managed to keep himself in the field of play. The Chiefs up to 10 phases. Jacobson goes back to Gatlin now, firing it about. Nankerville goes to Caleb Trask. Sean Wainui is going to pick up the 4th. The first time we have seen 4 tries scored by an individual in Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. Who predicted 8 tries for Sean Wainui? You might have known something we didn't. And at this stage, I'm going to add another one. Just Sean Wainui, 51 minutes, only 6 minutes since he scored his last. Tell you what, I feel like Sean Wainui is going to get a lot of credit. But can we just admire the fact that Caleb Trask, I think, has had 3 or 4 assists for Sean Wainui as well. In the end, they were able to keep this ball in the field of play. Need a builder, hire me, Johnny Plays Builders, where I specialise in getting stoned before working and skipping off throughout the day. Visit the pub at 3 hours at lunch and making your house break as well. But yeah, Caleb Trask once again with the pass. Peter Gusto on the outside. They didn't need him though. Sean Wainui scores. There's no way that man's coming off the field for Chase Tiatia, I wouldn't think. And we have also got there. Sean Wainui is already an All Blacks prospect here as well, says Sammy Souza. 4 tries tonight, the most tries for the Chiefs in Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. And it is Sean Wainui who has been able to do it. 3 tries for Leonard Brown and 2 for Jacobson, Nankerville, and Tiatia as well. We also got 64 likes. Thank you very much. And you got it 10 out of 10. Right. Kuainen. And that one is over from Bryn Gatlin. I'm going to say it like 50 times so that I get used to it. Kuainen. Boom. Love it. And we have also got there as well. We have got Emmy clearing out the fridge, brother. Marco can shove down those freezer meat as an instant as well. Says Smithy Tour. I'm not too sure what that means as well. And here at Johnny Plays Builders, I'll charge you an arm and a leg and we'll buy X amount of materials for the job and take 95% of it home with me so I can use it on my own house as well. The benefits of being a builder, I guess. If they don't want the extra materials, you have got it in your arsenal. That is for sure. That one's been kicked out. Sean Stevenson chasing this one. Taken nicely by the touchline, but I think it was out. So because of it now, it is going to be the Chiefs who have got this line-out throw. And tell you what, Quinton Pyer, not a happy man at the moment with Ben Ram. Got a little bit James Ram. I think I called him Ben a few times. You've heard him business. Kana Kawainen says as well. I'm so happy now. I feel like that's made my night, the fact that I've finally been able to get it right. It's got no, Sean Wainui is not AB's worthy. He's absolutely another woke who won't fit into the AB's culture as well. Says Marco Vunapola Bear. Is he going to get a 5th in this match? So Rugby Challenge 4 as well, says Flower. It is coming. There is going to be more of it. Unfortunately, we've ended up with so much rugby on lately. I'm struggling to find time to edit videos. So there will be a Rugby Challenge 4 where I play the final match between the Highlanders and the Blues, and also probably a couple more. I might even look. I don't know whether I got enough time to record one for the Sharks versus the Bulls. Just pass it wide to Wainui, or just pass the ball to Wainui, says Nov Mum, and build a life hacks, brother. Just don't do it in front of the clients as well. And we always got there, as miraculous as it is, it's definitely up to the AB selectors themselves if they find him interesting. As we all know, not surprised, it's a fluke. Oh, okay, it's kicked out on the full. So it's going to be the Waratahs line out there because the foot was on the touch line. So that has changed a little bit there. So because of it, it's going to be a Waratahs line out back because they took it back to then kick it out on the full. It will be the Waratahs line out inside of the 22 or just outside of the 22. So that was an interesting one. Another good round for the Aussie teams. As well, says AJ, this game's not over yet, though. The Waratahs, they were looking dangerous in the first one. And my name is Brandon. I will be sure to call you Brandon from now on. But yeah, at this stage as well, who do you think is going to be winning this match? And what is the score prediction from you guys in the chat? Do let me know. The Rugby Challenge 4, I am going to be bringing out more. And also Rugby 22 is coming out soon in about 6 months' time. So that is one that we're going to be looking at as well. That is going to be Abel with the ball in hand, looking for someone to take it on. It's going to be the big man in the number 17 jersey, I believe it was. It's going to be for Ketty, trying to find a bit of a gap, but he is dragged down. The Waratahs inside of the 22. Little offload to Swinton, now driving forward at the line. And at this stage, it is going to be now Tokiaho, also on the field, I see. But that is going to be the man. Oh, who is that? I thought it was Talakai, but I'm not actually sure who that man is on the field at the moment. That one was almost stolen. Yes, it is. And the Chiefs win the penalty. Xavier Rowe fired up at the moment as well. And we have also got there 45 minutes on the break, 1 hour before Smoko Marco as well, says Machu. And also we have got NZ have immense quality at wing. Wainui isn't even a regular starter. I assume that his tries are in the overlaps as well, says Smithy Toilet. And also we have got a little bit of a meet and greet. We got greetings, Brandon. My name is Johnny in the chat as well. That's exactly what I thought. There's even better competition. I can't read it this time of night, unfortunately, than him in the AB squad. And 52-12, or sorry, to 14. Tell you what, I'm having a shocker with my reading at this stage. And we almost got, they haven't announced the squad yet, so we can't verify that Wainui isn't a starter for the Chiefs, as well as Smithy Toilet. And yeah, at this stage, the Wallaby squad is going to be announced tomorrow, and I'm excited for that. I'll probably still be asleep at 1:30 when it is announced, but that's going to be Jack Winnan off the field, and I believe it will be Jeremy Williams who will be replacing him here. Xavier Rowe now going into the hands of Gatlin Peter Gasawakola, run out of the line. That's an ugly collision there, but somehow he's got up the number 8 there, the name that I can't say, Raboni Warren Vasayaka, or Vasayako, sorry, was able to take that contact there. Now it is going to be in the hands of Nawakwa Neto. I see the try score. Oh, he's almost clotheslined by Zane Capelli there, but it isn't going to be taken out. Now it's going to be Sean Wainui. Kicks it in behind there. Jack Grant gets that one on the 22 for the Chiefs. Trying to go again here, Jack Grant as well, and it's going to be the penalty to the Chiefs for the double movement. Tupavai thinking about, yes, he does take it quickly here. Tupavai backing himself, trying to make a few extra meters for his side. Giving away the penalty, mistake from Tupavai. Kick it for the corner. Get the 7 on the board, mate. Unfortunately, decided to take it quickly there. The Waratahs will score any more points, Kiwi lads. They are playing with finger up. This is what says Machu. And we have also got there tomorrow's a hard, busy day. I'll call in sick as well, says Marco Fonopola Bear. Are you going to be watching the UFC? Marco, do let me know. And Rugby Challenge 4, can you do the Rugby Sevens game as well, says Brandon. I've done a few in the past. Me and Isaac, one of the other Kiwi lads, did a little bit of a series where we were trying to beat Fiji and never quite got over the line. But do let me know if you have seen that Rugby Sevens game and Rugby League Live 4 as well, says Brandon. I think there is Rugby 9s, if I'm not wrong, in that game, and that is something that I will definitely be looking into. We have only played one game of Rugby League Live so far, so we are going to be looking at doing a lot more videos on that in the future as well. And now it's going to be the rolling maul here, but it's not really rolling. It is just a maul at this stage for the Waratahs. Have been told to use it. Jack Grant does fire that one high into the sky now. And that one, it's taken beautifully by Caleb Trask now, and he's found a bit of a space. Probably passed it to Sean Wainui, and he'll score again, but now it's going to be Nankabel with the quick hands. Going to the right-hand side, Tupai kicks it in behind. Sean Stevenson, plenty of pace, awkward bouncing one, but it is taken there by Grant. Just inside of the 22. It's a counter ruck from the Chiefs, but the Waratahs have been able to claim that one back. Swinton goes back now. It's going to be in the hands of Vosiako as well. They don't actually call him Warren Vosiako, I've learned. They just say Vosiako at this stage. And we have got someone put 50K on Israel for the KO at $2.45 Kiwi lads as well. That is a big call indeed. I don't think I would be dropping more than $1 on the UFC. I feel like I can't pick to save myself at this stage. I'm tired, Kiwi lads. Another enjoyable live stream. G'day, Marco. See you next stream, Kiwi lads. See you later, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in indeed. And we have got fair enough says Soza, and also quality depth, I'd say. A lot of options. They're always leaving you shell-shocked with one or two surprising selection. That is a good kick downfield from the Waratahs now. Bonus point at the moment going to the Chiefs, although it doesn't affect the, it's not going to affect the situation at the moment. We always got, do you watch the Major League Rugby? I don't actually. I haven't seen much of it at this stage, but by the sounds of it, from what you were saying, one of the teams is playing very well. I feel like that's one thing. I watch a bit of rugby, but I don't watch enough. Like, I feel like I want to watch more so that I do improve my knowledge. Because at the end of the day, I only started really following rugby maybe about a year or two ago. So I feel like my knowledge in just that short time has come pretty far. And I like to keep on extending it to be able to keep on giving you guys the best information I can. Jack Grant now goes to Swinton driving at the line once again. Grant goes back to Abel now. Backline movement looking like it was on the cards. But in the end, it was Newsom who was tackled 40 metres out from the line at the moment. The Waratahs, they are going to need another try soon if they want a chance. It's been fired now out to Fuketi. He's got heavy strapping on that knee at the moment, but he has gone to ground now. Of course, his centre partner, unfortunately, Peresi not going to be out there for the rest of the match. Looked like maybe a dislocated wrist, unfortunately, or dislocated wrist, sorry. Now it's going to be Will Harrison goes to Abel running out of the line there. He was the man who was able to lead out his side, but now Lachlan Boshier almost able to grab that one. Not quite. Now it's going to be Harrison. Quick hands there. Wainui rushing up and down. Noah Quinitawasi with a little bit of a bump off on Quinton Pye looking for the offload there on the 22. My speech is not working. Harrison goes back into the hands now for Getty now. Little bit on the cellar to dummy. It's going to be Edmund now into the hands. Oh, it was almost caught there by Sam Kerr, but not quite able to take it. I believe it is a knock on by the Chiefs, then a knock on by the Waratahs. So it is going to be the Waratahs scrum feet as well. We have also got there, what on earth is Gilatini? It sounds like the Hollywood version of Martini as well, says Marco Vodavolovi. And also Rugby League Live 3 game as well, says Brandon. It's my birthday on June 17th, so only 5 days away. So yeah, hopefully, what's 5 days away? We might almost be still doing a live stream on Thursday, so we might be able to say happy birthday to you on the day. But happy birthday from now for the 17th of June. Hope you have a great day, mate, as well. Second round, TKO put 200 hundy on it, brother. Sadly, can't donate on YouTube. Won't let me as well, says Smithy Toilet. That is all right, mate. Your support is still very much appreciated indeed. And yeah, at this stage, we've had a lot of generous people over the weekend. It's been awesome to see all you guys enjoying the content. And yeah, it's just awesome. The fact that we can provide this for free for you guys who aren't able to watch the games. Like, I feel like that's the main goal. A lot of changes being made for the Chiefs. And yeah, I continue to just love doing this for you guys as well. But Rugby League Live 3, I played a bit of it on Xbox 360. It was me, George, and Isaac, I think. And Isaac actually rage quit when we were playing. He threw the controller, not really threw it, but he dropped it. I've got footage of that as well. We used to record our videos a little while ago, and there are a few fun moments. I'm not sure whether we'll put them up, though. We'll have to wait and see. Do you personally know Israel Adesanya? That's me, Naz. He's like the most famous hardcore Kiwi from NZ ever as well. And we have got, that's pretty cool, man, as well. Says, where am I looking? I feel like I've missed a message there for Smithy Toilet. Now it's going to be Harrison or lined up there, Newsom by Sean Wainui, getting driven backwards 15 metres there. And a great tackle. 60 metres now, or 60 minutes in this match now. It's going to be Sam Kerr driving forward, but he is tackled by Ollie Norris, who has been smacked by a couple legs of Luke Jacobson. Now it's going to be in the hands of Edmund using their backline here. Harrison Abel now out to Swinton on the wing, who is driving forward once again for the Waratahs. Can they get over the line before 65 minutes? Now it's going to be a big run there from Williams. And like I mentioned, they brought the extra. Oh, that's a nice little chip of mine taken by Fuketi now. Looking for the link up. He's got men on the outside. Not quite able to find them. Dempsey taking that one beautifully, though. Stepping back on the inside. Wasn't quite able to find the offload there. Now it is going to be Harrison. No, it's not. It's going to be the man on the number 17 jersey, which in this one is Cowan. Going back now, Harrison, a little offload. It's going to be a big tackle there from the man on the number 20 jersey, which is not Tom Florence. That's not Tom Florence. Who is that? That's not Tom Florence. That is, I can't think of his name. He's another youngster. Do help me out, guys. What is the number 20's name in this match? I can't think of it, but that is not Tom Florence. Tom Florence does have a different look to that man. And now it is going to be, once again, the Waratahs driving forward, 15 out from the line. Harrison now with a bit of a step there. Good tackle from Capelli and Norris there, though. And they were able to drag him down. Little seller, the dummy, Jack Grant getting closer. His name's not Jack. Yes, it is. And now it's going to be Abel into the hands of the man in the number 8 jersey. Almost went again, but the ball is still there for the Waratahs round the side. What a drive that is. But they've managed to hold him up. Now, that's the thing. He's not going to be able to get that one down. And there's a bit of a mistake from the Waratahs, I guess, because you probably want to be a metre short rather than a metre over held up, because or else now it's going to be a goal line dropout. So now it is also the case of how come I can't put orange box around people's chat name as well. How do you do that as well? I'm not too sure. To be fair, I always struggle with those ones. So the Aussies only won two matches. It was the Brumbies and also the Reds beating the Hurricanes and the Chiefs in this one. Are you going to do live for Wallabies versus France? I am indeed. I am hoping to do all of the internationals that aren't overlapping, if that makes sense, because of the fact that there are going to be some that end up overlapping because of just how many games are going to be played. Like there's about 6 games being played in the same day, but I am going to do as many of them as I can. And yeah, I hope you guys will be with me throughout them as well, bro. That's cool as hello, man. You can tell people, yeah, bro, this is my boy from way back as well. And I would like to say that seen him quite a few times around town, came to our intermediate school, year 13s, came over to assist us in a vet course as well. And do you do the Rugby Challenge 2 video? I don't actually own Rugby Challenge 2. The earliest Rugby Challenge I own is a Rugby Challenge 4. And then the next game before that would be probably Rugby 08 as well. So the Aussies only won 1 game in the tournament, 2 games. They were able to get Ivan in the end. Like I mentioned, the Brumbies and the Reds were the 2 teams that were able to get the wins. And that's the thing. I guess another option to look at is how many times the Aussie teams were 10 points or less from winning the game. And that's probably a number around maybe 10 to 15, because we had quite a few close games in this competition. Bowl would be mean if I'd have been his mate. Could have begged for some smoke money all the time, and I'll be in contact as well. And that one is goal line dropout now from the Chiefs. Claimed now by that man on the number 8 jersey. He's had a phenomenal game so far, Vosayako. And he has been able to make quite a few meters for his side. I will read all of the chat in a very short moment now. It's going to be Will Harrison. Goes out to Noah Kwanitawasi trying to break the gap. And at this stage, there have only been 2 try scorers in this match. Wainui getting 4. And also Noah Kwanitawasi getting the 1 for the Waratahs. They will be open to extend that now. It's going to be Abel now with a bit of a step. Here's tackled. Who is that? The number 20. I'm still looking for the name. I can't quite work out who it is. I'm going to look it up, because of the fact that I feel like I need to know exactly who it is. It's not Tom Florence, though. And I will find out the information very soon while we are waiting. It is going to be, it still says it's Tom Florence. That is not Tom Florence from memory. That is not what Tom Florence looks like. But this one now is going to be Grant. Going back now. Good low tackle there from the number 20. He's going to make another tackle there almost. Xavier Rowe making it straight over the ball there to Pavai, but he wasn't quite able to get a Jack Grant with a flat ball. Now to Williams, straight over the ball, and Xavier Rowe knocks it free, but claimed by Lockie Swindon. 2 players over the ball now for the Chiefs. But now it is going to be going back for the scrum feed. And we have also got there in the chat, my belly, or my smelly dog licked my lips as well. And that is unfortunate for you, mate. We also got there Wainui with all the points, surely put in that New Zealand shirt on this. Yes, says Aiden. And that's the thing. You called the hat trick, and he did get it, and now he's sitting on 4. Someone else said he would get 8, and I feel like they're not going to be a mile off the way that he is playing at the moment. I'm in New Zealand as well, says Brandon. And also we have got Wainui's mate, says Smithy Toya. And also we have got Kiwi Slang and Hardball. Everyone always says it back in high school. They're going upstairs to check something here, the TMO decision. Was that a yellow card? Was there a yellow card on the board there? Not too sure. We have got 60-second minutes, 66 likes. Smash that like button, guys. Let's aim for 80. Let's see if we can do it, guys. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Also, be sure to share the channel. It does help put us out there for a lot more viewers to be able to see what we are doing on this channel. I have better luck today as well. Oh. So they're saying to Pavai maybe the high tackle, but it only kind of slapped him face on face. I think it was. And then that one he was wrestled down to the ground in the end as well. Well, I know Hamish from the Kiwi Lads, he's a superstar as well as Marco Votopolo Bear. Thank you very much, mate. Much appreciated back at you as well. And Sean Wainui is better than George Bridge, says Joel Bro as well. But at this stage, they are checking to see whether or not it was a high tackle from Tupavai, but it was a head clash, I believe, if I'm not wrong, 63 minutes into this match. So we're waiting to see what they're going to call here. I feel like it's going to be an interesting call, and we will have to wait and see. The first yawn has started, and it's only 11:24. That is not ideal. I'm all of a sudden very tired. I'm not sure what happened to Wainui, and famously known for featuring on Viral Hog. Taught his junior how to pop. I don't know what that means. You are the best YouTube. As I says, Brandon, thank you very much, mate. Very much appreciated. Penalty only, says Joe Bro. I don't think it can be any more than a penalty. Like, it's a head clash, and then there was just a little bit of a hand that touches the head. But I don't think that's what they're going to call it for. They're saying maybe from that angle, they're probably saying that he's trying to do a shoulder, but it's not really because it ends up smacking him in the face. So I guess they are asking the question of if his face wasn't there and he was slightly to the side, they're given a yellow card to Tupavai. Huge moment there. He can't believe it. I almost can't believe it as well. 63 minutes into this match, and the Waratahs now maybe have got a chance of being able to win this match. Tupavai, he looks confused. I think everyone is as well. It's a yellow card to Tupavai for the head clash. I guess while he's off, I guess they could give him an HIA because of the fact that it was a head-to-head contact. All of them look confused. Okay, right. Luke Jacobson can't believe it. They have said because of the fact that he is tall, I think was the comment from somewhere, because it was head-on-head contact, but Tupavai and the crowd are booing, and it is over there. So that is saying something. Indeed, we have got in there as well. Do you know I live in New Zealand? You did mention it a little bit earlier on, Brandon. What region do you live in? Do let me know. Who do you go for in Super Rugby as well? But at this stage now, it's going to be kick for the corner. 10 minutes left for Tupavai's yellow card. You live in a cardboard box? I do not. Although I did do a 40-hour famine in a cardboard box, except we kind of cheated the system a little bit, and we kind of had it as a cardboard outing. I was in the lounge. So that was all right. We almost got, if I know we can get 4 Mapimpi to all the tries for the Sharks tomorrow morning as well. I mean, it's doable. Mapimpi, very talented player. Do you watch AFL, says Ed Vogel? Not as much as I'd like to. I have actually been to 1 or 2 AFL games in total, and I would like to make them more. Tell you what, now they're going to be driving here, and it is going to be Nawakwanita Wasi putting that ball on the ground for a side. Now it's going to be Grant once again. Now DMC driving at the line. Good tackle from Tupai there. Leonard Brown still yet to come out on the field. Same with Tia. Now it's going to be Lockie. Swinton dropped in the tackle there. Round the side once again for the Waratahs. Jack Grant now goes into the hands of that man in the number 18 jersey, or the 8 jersey for Siako as well. Grant now goes to Swinton driving at the line now, but he has been tackled as well. And now it is going to be going out the back. Grant goes wide. Has he got it down there? Ben Ram. It's not Ben. Its name is actually James. I keep on calling him Ben for some reason. But they're going to be checking the TMO. I live in the city as well. Says it was a Brandon. And we have also got there Loso back from the TMO as well. Sent off because he's too high. He's a lock for crying out loud. Yeah, he's a tall individual. Tupavai. On-fielders try. That foot is already in touch. That's going to be a no try straight away. And we have also got there stick to South Africa rugby. If you believe, he'll put on a New Zealand shirt as well. Says Smithy Tola, if I know he can. Although I think he's talking about the game between the Sharks and the Bulls. That is a no try though. And yeah, Mapimpi, very talented player. Looking forward to seeing him on the British and Irish Lions tour as well. We have got there AK as well, says Brandon, and he'll certainly put on the New Zealand shirt, the Māori All Blacks shirt. That is a fair point. Manu Samoa are going to be taking on the Māori All Blacks, and maybe his name will certainly be on there. It was last time against Moana Pacifica. That was a great match to watch between those two sides. Very close one. I live in a BBC. Says Isaac. That must be spacious. We've also got Black Cats, 300 for 4. Decent from them so far. That's an awkward one for the Chiefs. It's taken by Ollie Norris, and that one's going to be a 5-metre scrum now because it was taken back. Ollie Norris, no option there other than to just put the ball down. We have got to Leah versus Mapimpi, who takes it. It's a hard one to Leah's a tough individual to put down, but Mapimpi is Mapimpi, and Mapimpi is decent. So I feel like that is a tongue twister almost, but I managed to get it all out. Mapimpi is Mapimpi, and Mapimpi is decent. Say that 5 times fast while you are sober. See how you go. Or maybe if you've had a few drinks, that will be even harder. Tell you what are we sitting on for likes? If we hit to 70 likes, I will say Mapimpi Mapimpi is Mapimpi because Mapimpi is, what was the saying? I can't even remember it now, unfortunately. But at this stage now, it is going to be the scribe meter 5 meter scrum for the Waratahs, and they are hoping to get over the line. I got sent off for being too high, says Marco Bonapola. And also we have got there, and their Aussie team are 100 feet away as well, says All Blacks fan. And at this stage now, All Blacks fan, I will ask you, who is someone who you think is, oh, that's a good run. Who is someone you think is going to be selected for the All Blacks that hasn't been selected before? That's going to be the penalty to the Chiefs. And they are fired up. Great channel, mate. Love from Ireland. As well, says Connor Brown, welcome into the live stream, mate. Thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate all of the viewers from all around the world. And we have had quite a few in these live streams. It is pretty awesome. We've had people from Ireland, Fiji, South Africa, you know it. We've almost had probably someone from all around the world, or maybe not quite every continent other than Antarctica. We have had someone watching from, which is very awesome indeed. I'm 6, says Brandon. Hopefully you do get better soon, mate. And Mapimpi injured for today's game as well, says Bertie. Is he injured again? Mapimpi, what is the injury, Bertie? Do let me know. Irish BBC as well. BBC on my forehead, right? I can't keep reading those out, Johnny Blaze. And the worst thing is, I sometimes put them up on the screen, which everyone, hopefully no one understands. Of course, the BBC, we are talking about the network in America, the BBC from Sri Lanka as well, says the All Blacks fan as well. So I do appreciate you tuning in, mate, as well. So we've got people from all around the world watching this one. Xavier Rowe kicking this one downfield now. Has it found touch? Now it's gone straight down the middle now. Taken by Ram. Ed Med now going to Noah Kwanetawasi, wants to get a second try of the match. Little offload out the back into the hands of Newsom. Wasn't quite able to find the offload. Straight on the ball though with the Chiefs, and that's another penalty at the breakdown. The Waratahs need to clean out the breakdown, or else it is going to be very dangerous for them. Boshia, you beast, as well, says Joe Bro, and 72 people watching all around the globe. Let's go as well, says Smithy Toilet, and watching from near Gatwick Airport in England, as well, says Anzac Boy. So yeah, we've got people from all over the place watching from the BBC Wellington as well, says Isaac. And yep, says All Blacks fan. And can you do a video tomorrow? Is you're not doing anything as well, says Brandon. I'd like to, although I may be asleep for most of tomorrow, purely because of the fact that normally during the day, I have been sleeping because of these late night live streams. I'm going to be doing one at 4:15 a.m. New Zealand time. So yeah, it's going to be very late night. And hopefully I will be wide awake. And then there is UFC tomorrow as well, which is very exciting. Hoping Aiden Ross, gets a call up from Foster Bro, especially with Moody out at the moment. Yeah, I'm not sure how Moody's injury is going. I know it was a toe or foot injury, wasn't it, that did knock him out in the same game as Jack Goodhue for Super Rugby Aotearoa, which was very unfortunate. But it is good to see some of these players who were injured coming back. The likes of Tupaia now is back, and it is good to see him also. I know people would be a little bit annoyed. That's not Tom Florence. That's still not Tom Florence. I swear that's not Tom Florence in the number 20 jersey. And I can't think of his name, but he did play in a match a little bit ago. Now it is going to be in the hands of, it is Sean Waitanui breaking the tackle. Can he get his 5? Right, once we get a stoppage in play, I'm looking back to find who that man is in the number 20 jersey. It's not Tom Florence, though. I know Tom Florence, so that's not him. I'll probably sound like an idiot if it is Tom Florence, but nonetheless, now it's going to be Xavier Rowe. Goes to Trask now, goes to Tupaia now with a bit of a step there. Breaking a couple tackles. Abel is going to be dragging him down, or is he? Quinn Tupaia still going. Only 10 metres out from the line now. Xavier Rowe going short side. It's going to be Caleb Trask once again with the offload. Did Sean Stevenson forced it to touch, or was he? That one might be over. That's not Tom Florence. He scored the try. That's not Tom Florence. I swear that's not Tom Florence. That's not Tom Florence. Is it? That's not Tom Florence. Am I being an idiot here, boys? Or is that not Tom Florence? Tolani, that's the name. I was trying to work it out, and they were going, it's Tom Florence, and I'm like, no, it's not Tom Florence, but he was able to get the try, Tolani, so I will add him to the list of try scorers. The only try scorer that wasn't Sean Waitanui for the Chiefs in this match, and it was Tolani who was able to score it. Wasn't Tom Florence. I feel like that's going to be a catchphrase. It wasn't Tom Florence on the channel, but he was able to score it. Very nicely done by the Chiefs, and now they have secured this win. It's just whether or not they can get any more points as well. Tolani, very nicely done, though. His first try of his career for the Chiefs. They've still got Tom Florence down, but it is Tolani who was able to score it. And there we go. They are saying Tom Florence will be very happy to be able to take that try as well. You need to create a chat sin bin as well, says Maxi. I probably do. We've got some interesting ones in the chat. That is for sure. British Broadcasting Company from the UK, says Maxi. And I was saying America, wasn't I? Having a shocker indeed. And we have also got the Mapimpi has picked up a calf strain during practice yesterday, so that's not good. That's a great kick, though, from Caleb Trask, goes straight down the middle. And he was able to score awesome coverage, mate, says Nakanelli as well. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I'll name my squad as well, says Smithy Taylor, and I'm glad that we see the final between my Blues and the Highlanders. Who do you think will win? My money is on the Blues. At this stage, I mentioned it a little bit earlier on, I can't pick a winner, but I'm going to say the Blues will have the better first half, the Highlanders will have the better second. So I think more tries for the Blues in the first, more tries for the Highlanders in the second. It's whether or not it does equal more for either side in the end. Southern Hemisphere Rugby as a mass as well, says Batman. Watching the Aussie sides has been like saw film as well. And we also got Hope School is going to be easy on Monday from Brandon. Hopefully it will be for you, mate. But Xavier Rowe now has kicked this one. And mine 2 minutes left of the Chiefs yellow card of Tupovai. And now it is going to be 5 back across. They will not be liking this one. But here the Waratahs, they want to be able to get back on that scoring sheet one last time in this match, perhaps 2. With only 8 minutes left. Swinton now driving forward at the line. I got an itchy eye. That's unfortunate, but I'm still watching with the one eye that I can see. Harrison now with the little offload. Out the back line now once again. And it's in the hands of Noah Kwanitawasi. He's made a lot of meters in this match. That's been taken beautifully. It's going to be the number 21 inside ball. But it has been dropped there, unfortunately, for them. It was Will Harris who was able to take that. He's got plenty of pace, but it is the knock on. And now it's going to be the scrum feed. Delia just missing out as well, says Smithy Taylor. And my money is on the Highlanders as well. And we have got Nariki Savia, Reese Clark, and Whaina Anoku Rayasi and Reese again as well for the winger, says Smithy Taylor. And I think Koi deserves the shot. Where has he been the last few weeks? Unfortunately, like he's been missing. I'm not sure whether it's an injury or whether he is in the situation of just being rested, but he hasn't really been playing the last few weeks. Also, Josh Lord has only been popping in every once in a while. But with Zane Capelli starting at lock, perhaps they are either trying something new or a couple injuries could be playing. In fact, Maxi is in the chat as well, and has said the Tars will be happy this season is over. Yeah, it's been rough. No wins in Super Rugby AU, no wins in Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. They've been close, but so far away. Can the Chiefs play in the final, says Carlo. Unfortunately, due to the way that the table is, because they lost that game earlier on in the season, it means that they miss out on the final. They will be finishing 5th with this win with the bonus point. I will show you guys the table once again. It will be the Blues taking on the Highlanders in the final of this match, or of this competition, I should say. With 23 points, the Crusaders, you read that right, they are missing out on that final. No semi-finals, no playoff games. Final is the final, and that is why the Blues and the Highlanders are going to be playing in it. We have also got there Rob Penny will be happy. He got booted halfway through as well, says Maxi. They seem like they prematurely booted him a little bit. I'm not sure if that's just me, but they ended up losing a few games. They were like, yeah, see you later. And then they brought in a new coach, and they still didn't win. So I feel like maybe it wasn't completely the coach's fault, unfortunately for them. Who else? Or you know what else went straight down the middle as well, says Isaac. I fear to ask, but I will ask anyway. What was it? And we have also got there. I'm glad the Crusaders are out of the final. They cannot dominate like this as well, says Tristan. And come on, give me a winner. I'm about to place $50 on the Sharks versus Bulls game. Do not ask me for a prediction. I am terrible with them, unfortunately. I couldn't pick a one to be able to choose. Yeah, to be able to say myself, I'm sorry. I feel like I don't want to say either now. I was about to say who I think might be able to win it, but I feel like that is not what I want to say because it might get me in trouble a little bit. And we have also got there as well. We'll be back for the Rugby Championship, buddy, as well. Says Smooth Jordan. Now it's going to be straight away Chase Tia showing the pace since coming back onto the field now. And of course, Leonard Brown is also going to be on there for the replacement. Xavier Rowe now is going to be passing this one off now to Lachlan Boshier. And at this stage, the Chiefs, they've got 6.5 minutes left. A bonus point is still in play for them. They have got it at the moment. And if the Waratahs score 2 tries, that will cancel it out. But I don't think that is going to be happening at this stage. Noah Kwanitawasi, he's everywhere at the moment for the Waratahs. And he has been very strong and made a lot of meters at fullback. Now it's going to be out into the hands now of Robinson. He is in the number 22 jersey, straight over the ball for the Crusaders. That's not the team, the Chiefs, but then he was unfortunately just not quite able to get that one. Now it's going to be back to Grant. Goes to Harrison. Short ball now. And it's going to be in the hands of Williams. A little bit of a juggle once again. But they have been able to hang on to that one now. They're going short side. The hands of Harrison. Inside ball to Noah Kwanitawasi. Looking for an offload. Not able to find it though. Straight on the ball was almost the man in the number 2. Is that Tom Florence? I think that is actually Tom Florence there. So they did swap their numbers. I believe he would be number 19 in this match. but they didn't actually tell anyone, I don't think. I will read the chat in a very short moment. Advantage to the Waratahs now. And now it's going to be Will Harrison misses up that one. It's hit the ref as well. And it's going to be the penalty. And now we have got Bulls by 7 as well for the prediction. And a new comedy out called Aussie Rugby. It's a smash hit as well. The poor fellas. Only the 2 wins, unfortunately, for them in this competition. But at this stage, I hope it does get better for them in the Tri-Nations. Hopefully they can be competitive with France. We do get to see some good matches there as well. We have got called it Sean Whitey with a hat trick plus an extra try, says Neville Singh. And yeah, it's one of those ones that's very impressive how well Sean Wainui has played, but we have to give credit where credit is due. Caleb Trask, phenomenal in this matchup so far. You're an expert, Hamish. Who you say, I'll do it. As I says, Aiden, I don't want to. I feel like it's too big of a decision. What are they paying? Aiden, do let me know. And Derry Parkinson and Rickett and Vai, etc. for the locks as well, and at fullback. But the fullback depth as well. Derry was incredible in the Super Rugby Aotearoa. And we have also got, or in his Super Rugby Aotearoa, put some money on Mapimbe's, no power as well. Hello, no my Tars as well, and Jess Batman as well in the chat from Neville Singh. But at this stage now, it's going to be a rolling ball. Abel at the back. He's been able to score a few tries in this competition. They've got the advantage now as well for Abel. Maybe they will be able to score 2 tries here, the Waratahs. They are going well here, driving towards the line. And that one has gone down now. That one's going to be held in there because of it. It's going to be another penalty. Boshia needs to be careful. He's already had a yellow card. $1.70 for the Bulls. And Sharks at $2. That's too close to call. I don't want to cost you $50. I would feel bad if you were to lose that money because of me deciding I haven't really watched enough South African rugby. And I feel like I don't think I'll be able to give you a good decision in that one. If Clark goes to Japan, he's not playing for the A-League buddy as well. And Jonathan has said, thank you, no worries, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. And also we have got in there, if Clark goes to Japan, he's not playing. I read that one just there. Clark's points to this guy after getting the try as well, says Maka Fotopolabia. And 70 likes, says Betty. So thank you all very much. My heart bleeds for the Crusaders. Too many mistakes, though. They were good for the other New Zealand sides. As well, says Mark. Yeah, it's the thing. Like, they had many moments in that one. Are they checking for a bit of foul play here? Oh, it was Lockie Swinton who ended up putting almost a shoulder into Lachlan Boshia for him not moving out of that breakdown. And because of it, it could get the penalty reversed, which is pretty unfortunate for the Waratahs here. But Lachlan Boshia just lying all over the ball. So then from there, it's almost shoulder to the head. That could be a red card for Lockie Swinton. He's already got another black eye at this stage. Lockie Swinton on double my homework as well. Says Brandon, and we also have his Clark going to Japan. He is going to be taking part in the Olympics for the Sevens as well. Nice squads as well. Saying Marco Vonopolar Bear. Oh, no. It's direct contact, shoulder to the head, and the mitigation factor they always look at, it's going to be a red card to Lockie Swinton. Even if it was a yellow, he would be missing the rest of the game. But this could be a suspension here for Lockie Swinton as well. Red card. I will write that one down. Red card as the rule stands. Direct contact to the head. It is going to be going 76 minutes into this match. Lockie Swinton busted open. He is going to be off the field. And we have also got their Chiefs 14 table points is more than all the Aussie teams combined in the comp, says AJ. And this, at this stage with this win as well, they will be able to add it up to 19 as well. We have got Bush here deserves to be an All Black, says George Polo. He was so close last year, yet so far away. It was unfortunate. He was one that I was backing to be able to make it. Red card, see you later, Swinton. We have also got there now. I'm going to be glued to your channel as well, says Aiden. Stuff it. I'm going all in for the Sharks to win. And Mapimbi just score a try paying $4. Wait, what did you just... Oh... I wouldn't. Oh, I feel bad now because I feel like I almost would have said the Bulls, but I feel like I don't know enough about it. I feel bad, Aiden. I am sorry. But if you do win, you know, if you want to chuck $1 or $2 at the channel, is a little bit of, even though I didn't help you at all, to be fair, but you know, donations are much appreciated around here on the channel as well. COVID-19 in New Zealand is going good. It is indeed. Luckily, we haven't had any cases in a little while out in the community. We had a little bit of a slip up a couple of weeks ago, but other than that, we have been pretty good. And it is great that we have been able to have crowds at the games, including the matches that are going to be happening in July. They will have big crowds. Indeed, Sean Wainui now going back into the hands of Chase Steer to your fire wide to Sean Stevenson. That was almost a word. I almost said wide, but I didn't actually close my mouth to finish the word. That's a penalty. No, it's not. Now it is going to be in the hands of Ollie Norris now driving forward. A good run up to the halfway line now. Now it is going to be Caleb Trask going to Tom Florence. That's the man who I know is Tom Florence. in the number 19 jersey for this one. Caleb Trask now goes out to Nankerville with a bit of a step there. He's got men on the inside, men on the outside, goes himself there. And he is driven down now just inside of the half for the Chiefs. Now they are going to be hoping to turn this momentum into one more try, sitting on 35 points with the bonus point here. They are hoping to get one more. Caleb Trask now running himself almost through the gap there, Caleb Trask. And now it's going to be in the hands. Oh, there's a bit of a push and a shove there. Ollie Norris just shunting off the man on the number 20 jersey, which is Jeremy Williams. And now it is going to be a little knock on, I believe. But Ollie Norris not too happy with the man in the number 20 jersey, Jeremy Williams. We've also got in there, Lowell. I'll give you a donation tomorrow morning. I have to get a cash out my TAP after this game. As I said, Aiden, I feel bad because I feel like if they don't win, I'm going to be a terrible human being. But Mapimpi to score a try. Oh, wait, no. Mapimpi isn't playing. Wait, is that what someone said earlier? Mapimpi wasn't going to be playing in this match. So how did you put money on him if he is going to be missing this one? Dane Coles has a better chance of playing wing than Clark as well, says Joe Bro, and Fortnite and Biggie as well. And Dunn says Aiden, paying $200. Yeah, is Mapimpi actually available? I feel like he was going to be playing, but someone said about the injury, so maybe he won't be able to. Yeah, ABs need big physical specimens to smash Mara, Toja, Curry, and Underhill. Bookman Monday, Aussie Rugby Muppets as well, says Nush as well. And we have got with can't speak at the moment, but we will quickly go back to that. But now it's going to be a backline movement for the Waratahs. The ball was knocked down, and it's a knock-on advantage. 1 minute 30 left in this match and for this season for each of these sides. Now it's going to be the man on the number 23 jersey, Edmund, making a few extra meters for his side. But yeah, that is the harsh reality. 1 minute 30, and this is going to be the end of their Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. And what a Super Rugby Trans-Tasman it has been. We've only got the final left as well. And at this stage, we have got Nash. I'm not sure whether that was at me or whether that was at someone else because I'm actually from New Zealand, but it is going to be going back now. And we have also got in there, we revolutionised our back row since the England game as well, says Smithy. And we have also got there, the Chiefs can hold their head up high. Team had a good year. I don't know that CC is playing, so I don't know if then it's just going to be for a win as well, says Aiden. Yeah, I feel like I don't know enough about betting, to be fair. Like, I am pretty much completely green in that matter. I know some of the odds in terms of who is winning these games because of the fact that some of them have been very high, but overall, I'm struggling, to be honest. And we have got a better chance of being placed a coach in John Koo, and also Super Rugby Aotearoa has come back in 2022. I'm not sure if it is. I think it's just going to be Super Rugby, and that is going to be the 5 New Zealand sides, 5 Australian sides, and then Moana Pacifica and also Fiji Drua added to the competition as well. As it's going to be a good push there from the Chiefs. That's going to be an advantage. Doesn't know the Chiefs weren't able to win that penalty round. The referee, they go now. It's going to be Caleb Trask. He deserves a try. He has played very well. Little offload to Lachlan Boshier. He's got plenty of pace trying to link up, a great low tackle on him. Offloads to Xavier Rowe back in his pace. He is going to be dragged down close to the touchline. Offload to Samasoni Takiao. And he's getting close to the line as well. Now it's going to be going back into the hands of Lachlan Boshier. And straight away, it is going to be the advantage for the player not rolling away. So they have got the advantage here for the Chiefs, and they've got a very good chance of being able to get over the try line one more time. It is going to be going back to Luke Jacobson, driving forward. Only a couple meters short. It's going to be the man in the number 20 jersey, which in this one was going to be Taulani. Now it's going back. Caleb Trask, quick hand, Selena Brown gone behind, and that's going to be going back for the penalty. No, they are still going to be running. Sean Stevenson running it sideways at the moment, trying to find the gap. Shunting off one, going round another. Sean Stevenson, little fakes the offload. Wainui is going to get the 5th. Has he got it down? They're going to be checking it. If not, they've still got the advantage as well. We're going to have to wait and see whether or not Wainui not only is going to be the first player to pick up 4 tries, he could be the first try to pick up 5 right there. 80 minutes into this match, was able to do it there, Sean Wainui. I will put that at this stage. They are going to be checking upstairs for it, though. This game is not over yet. We have also got there. Fingers crossed COVID goes away permanently prior to Super Rugby 2022. I hope so, too. And we have got a bit. $2.50 my bet wasn't really a BBC, but more like a breakfast sausage as well. Any mention of food makes me very hungry at the moment. I will definitely be having some food. Oh, he's got it down, Sean Wainui. His foot was up in the air, and I think that is going to be the try for that man, Sean Wainui, for his 5th of the match as well. Watch the ref screw over the Sharks after I've placed the bet. Now I have a bit of feeling about this, but anyway, let's see as well. And we have also got there. I think there will be very few Waratahs selected to the Wallabies tomorrow They've also got, they had a training camp. When is that training camp taking place? I think it was going to be July. The left foot was up in the air. I think it means that it is going to be a try to Sean Wainui. The foot hasn't gone out. It's going down. It's still on the top of whoever made the tackle. I think it's Newsom there. Still hasn't touched the ground there. Still off the ground. I think this is going to be a try. Not surprised Waratahs seriously need better forwards and defensive improvements next season as well. 3-0 France. Says Smithy thought that as well. Wallabies will get smashed by France as well. And we have got in there, I think there will be the Waratahs. And also, well, Joe Bro, stop trolling these sensitive kids as well. We always got there. Go the Blues by 20 in the final. And also, we have got COVID. It's still to stay just in a we got a final without a breakdance at the end. Yeah, that's a thing. First time since Tom Robertson has been a coach at the Crusaders. That's the first time they're not in the final, which is huge. It's been a long time, that's for sure. George Bolo, wrong France. He loses to Aus France. Will be resting a lot of their key players as well, says Batman, and might be making a massive move to Perth at the end of the year, says Millie Toilet. And what is over there? Is it work or is it just a decision that you've decided on a final without a breakdance in the end? Great, as well, says Escaroy as well. Who kicked that? Who kicked that? Was that Lachlan Boshier lining up that one? I'm going to have to go back and have a look. Yeah, it was Lachlan Boshier. Tried to nail it. Why did they give it to Lachlan Boshier? I'm wondering what the theory is behind that. No player has ever scored 5 for the Chiefs. I think they just said, but Lachlan Boshier trying to hit it from the sideline, not able to. Is Lachlan Boshier retiring? Surely not. Why did he get to kick it? Normally there is a reason behind a player kicking the ball, such as a retirement. First player to score 5 tries in a Super Rugby match as well. So not just for the Chiefs in general. They're very impressive for Sean Wainui there. And a great performance from him. The ABs might lose against Fiji or Tonga as well, says Tristan. It's going to be an interesting match, a physical matchup indeed. I mean, the Bulls do have Morné Steyn as well, says Aiden. And for, well, if Mapimsi isn't playing for the Sharks, we'll lose. What have I done as well, says Aiden. We might have to have a look at that starting lineup for them and see whether or not he is actually there. But someone said a calf strain in training yesterday. What's the cause of it? Working in the mines without the Cuzzy, got to earn the cash as well, says Billy Toilet. And also we have got in there, whether in New Zealand, not so good. Not going to be too good as well from it was Brandon, and probably kicked it because why not as well, says Nov Mum. I feel like in that case you would have given it to Sean Wainui, but maybe he wants to kick that kicking 0 from 0. But yeah, I feel like Sean Wainui would have loved to line that one up from the sideline. Or normally you give it to a player who's retiring. I know Paul Gallen did it for the State of Origin matchup. He almost got hold of it, Lachlan Boshier, that last try, though, says Dude, I'm perfect. Very impressive from him indeed. The ABs might lose against Fiji if they have all the European-based players, so definitely it's not against Tonga. That's the thing. Is Radradra and the likes of Tuasova all going to be back? I don't think they are for Fiji, which is a bit of a shame. And we also got Wallabies have a few potential guys that could be good. Valentini, Lolisia, and also Paisami. Valentini is a player that I love watching play. He reminds me, he's almost like the Australian Artie Savia, how you got to tie him up to slow him down. And he just absolutely loves just driving at the line. And it is one of those players that, if you give it to him, he's making meters. And that is pretty impressive indeed. And we have also got the place will hump Tonga and Fiji will be an easy go. I'm not sure whether they're allowed to do that on the field. To be fair, we almost got to go to bed now, says that would be Brandon. I am well and truly far away from going to bed, mate, because of the fact that in 4 hours and 15 minutes, we have got the next game of the Rainbow Cup South Africa, and I am going to be up for it. And then I will probably sleep through all of Sunday, miss a bit of USC maybe, but I will be, pretty tired at that point. Uh-oh. I mentioned being tired and now I'm starting yawning. That's not good. Good on you. Wish you all the best in the future endeavours. Hope you and plenty are calling, mate, as well. Billy Holland retired from Munster last night after 247 games. He took the final kick. Better say thank God he never kicked for us. Was it a shocker? I feel like they often are. And when they get them over, the crowd absolutely erupts because of it. It might be a small possibility if Fiji get their logistics homework right. I don't see them winning, but at least competing and staying with the ABs, but anything can happen. Canada and the Aussies heave a huge sigh of relief that it is over as well. Billy Holland, the international superstar that only Munster people have heard of. It's harsh. 247 games is very impressive, though. How many is the most for Super Rugby? I can't think of it at the moment, but I think it's around 200 and something, and it was maybe, I know White Crocker had quite a few, but who was above him? There was one other as well. Cheers, brother. for the best on minimum wage in Rotorua. Best for life quality as well, says Smithy Toilet. So hopefully you do go well over there in Perth. Be a bit warmer than possibly here in New Zealand, that is for sure. And we also got Wallabies will get smashed by avocados. I don't know anyone called them avocados. I assume that is France, if I'm not wrong. And are you going to collaborate with other rugby YouTubers? Says George Polo. Often I would like to. It is just a case of normally it is a little bit hard to get in contact. I've done a couple with the Rugby Guru. Anyone else, though, I haven't really been able to get in contact too much, I don't think. But who are the ones that you guys would like to see me collaborate with in the future? Do let me know. Fussy is playing with Bosch Sia Khaleesi, as well, says Aiden. Yeah, that's going to be exciting. I would have probably said put the money on Epalele Fussy if I had to pick. To be fair, he has been very impressive throughout this season. And we have got guys question. Do you think New Zealand has the hottest in the world? Says Batman, hottest girls in the world. Okay, I was like, hottest in the world as in like temperature, because it's a bit chilly. Even though I'm in a t-shirt, it's actually pretty cold here in the lounge. Hottest girls in the world. Don't know. It's a hard one. I feel like Marco Vodopolabear and also Smithy Toilet will probably give the best answers to that one. We'll have to wait and see what they say. You like me as well, says Brandon. I do appreciate you being here, mate. It is awesome to see so many people supporting these live streams throughout this weekend. We had a huge amount of support on these ones. And we have also got there in the chat, just joined, holy crap, the scoreline. Who pissed off the Chiefs? Sean Winey was on a rampage. 5 tries for that man. The first time anyone has ever scored 5 tries in Super Rugby. Very impressive from him and Dag. 74 likes as well on this live stream, which is awesome. Please get some ref before the Bulls versus Shark game as well. Thanks for the commentary, mate, as well from Anzac Boy. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day in England, mate. Hopefully the weather is nice to you, and try Brandon Smith Rugby. Brandon Smith, you might get on well. As well, says Kana Kuinen. As well, I almost got the name out right. Yeah, there are quite a few channels out there that are doing rugby, and I feel like it's one thing that over the last little while, a lot more channels have been popping up, which is great to see as well. G-Man and 2 Cents to other YouTube collaborations. There are options as well, and we have also got there minimum wage as an apprentice, and it sucked, but hard work does pay off. I'm sure you get plenty of dollars, mate, as well in the chat. And we have also got there Give Wainui an All Black contract, says dude, I'm perfect. NZ girls have the their butt showing 4 teeth in the mouths. Messy hair, thin eyebrows, and addictions. Right. Okay, well, that, I guess, could answer the question, Batman, but not very well. I didn't realize half of that stuff. Goodbye, says Brandon as well. See you later, mate. And surely they won't bench Mapimpi if they are playing, says Aiden. If he's got a calf injury, they may. They might decide that that is the best option. I am going to look it up quickly. Rainbow Cup South Africa. We'll see what we can find out, and then we will also see some stats for this match as well. But in this one, 40 points to the Chiefs and 7 for the Waratahs in the end. So very good performance for the Chiefs, finishing their season. Right. Rainbow Cup South Africa. It's exciting stuff. I am looking forward to the game because I guess in a way it's almost like a final, if that makes sense, because of the fact that it's the 2 top teams, other than the fact that now the Sharks have dropped down to 3rd because of the forfeit. So other than that, though, it's going to be exciting stuff. I feel like it's going to be a pretty awesome one. Dan Carter is the hottest girl in the world. I mean, he'd think so, probably, Dan Carter. And of course, other females in the country probably would say that he is the hottest one as well, but I'm not sure whether they call him a girl. But we have also got there, Dan Carter, you've got to get some sleep. Give lads, mate, you'll need a good stream as well, says Kana Coin. And that's the thing, 4 hours until the kickoff at Kings Park Stadium. I think I'm almost going to be staying up for that time. Like, it's going to be a hard night, but I think I am going to be up for it. And at this stage, yeah, there is no sign of Mazoli Mapimpi at this stage, unfortunately for you. Yeah, he isn't actually. Yeah, he's not on the bench either. So I would cancel that bet, possibly, Aiden. I mean, we're all talking about Jake White as well. Yeah, it's not going to work out for you, unfortunately, because he's not actually on the field for this match. Apalele Fase at fullback, though. I don't want to say to change it, but I mean, that's who I would back, but I don't think I can say that. I don't know. Thanks for the commentary, bro. Cheers. See you next week. As well, says dude, I'm perfect. We will see you later, mate. And also, you should do a collaboration with James. I feel like that is a name that I should know. I'm going to write it down and do a bit of research. Is he just podcasts? Do let me know. And of course, it's not Justin Marshall, is it? And also 3 words, thank you, Chiefs, as well, says Escaroy, and rugby is unpredictable. Georgia defeating South Africa by 40, dominating kicks off at the scrum. Who knows? It could be anything up and be pulled out with the calf strain as well. And that's an interesting one from like I've got a Bolivia typical South Africans. I'll tell you what, you guys are brutal in the chat at the moment. For anyone who is tuning in now, the Chiefs getting a big win. Sean Wainui scoring 5 tries. Also a try for it was Taulani, and then for the Waratahs, it was just Noah Kwanita Wasi. Then the table as it sits at the moment, this is not updated, but the Chiefs will move up onto 19 points, so they will still finish in 5th in this competition. The Blues and the Highlanders, that is going to be the final at Eden Park next week. I am going to be dressed up for the occasion. Also, probably have a special guest for that one as well, which I am excited for. And if you guys are excited too, be sure to hit that subscribe button because we are going to be back with plenty more rugby content during the week. Mariletta, as said, thanks, commentary. Cheer up and have a rest. And thanks for the live as well. No worries. Thank you very much for tuning in as well. Okay, now I should probably be scared now. You would know what I'll put 100 on the Sharks. If they win, I'll tip you 100 next weekend. Says Aiden. Oh, but I don't know if the Sharks will win. They are missing my Pimpy, which I feel like could have been a big asset for them. They got Mornay Staven for the Bulls. 100, that's a lot. It's a lot of, I don't know what way to go. Georgia winning South Africa. So I said, what miracle does this wife pull off as well? And we have got Cheers Lady as well. James Marshall, the former rugby player, does interview us current and former rugby players. That could be a pretty cool one to get in contact with. And 5 tries for Shawnee Boy, damn son. Tell you what, Johnny Blaze. Does that change your opinion on Sean Wainui and all? Or is it still the same way? Love that yellow card, says Johan Lavaskakane. Is that how you pronounce it? Lavaskakane? Please let me know if I have got that one wrong. I love that yellow card. Yeah, Tupavai's one was a very interesting one. And Lachlan Boshiers, I think Lachlan Boshiers for collapsing the maul was understandable, but the yellow card of Tupavai, because of how tall he was, that's right, mate. I am starting to learn a few South African names as I go along the way. But yeah, Tupavai is one I don't agree with, just purely because he's a tall man. It was head-to-head contact. And I think the only thing they're working on is the fact that maybe if he didn't have it head-to-head, it would have been connecting with a part of the arm, but it's a hard one to call in that situation. Lockie Swinton's rear card was just the rulebook shoulder to the head. See you later. And he'll probably get a 3-week suspension as well. And we have also got there Justin Marshall's son as well. And also we have got Fiji defeating Ed Z. And we have also got Helen Clark's son is Caleb Clark. And also we have got Mornay Stain red card in the first 15 minutes as well, says Aiden. And I grew up in New Zealand though. New Zealand all the way from me, says Johan. Who are you backing in the final? The Blues or the Highlanders? Do let me know, Johan. Yeah, at this stage, we have still got another 4 hours 15 till the next live stream. It is going to be between the Sharks and the Stormers. I need to wake myself up a little bit. I feel like as soon as I sit down, my eyelids just want to go like that. I got to open my eyes again, though, unfortunately. So, because, of course, I can't actually read the chat when I have got my eyes closed. That was actually quite tough to do to open them back up. Was Mapimpi supposed to be playing after just coming back from Japan? He was indeed. He did play last week as well, I believe, if I'm not wrong, Oliver. So he is keen to get back out there. He almost scored a try, if I'm not wrong. He was very close. Well done, Chiefs, as well, says Dion. And also, if you aren't satisfied with New Zealand rugby, brother, don't watch a Cuzzy as well. Says, and also I've put some nails in Sean Wainui's Warrior Ute tires. Little pop boom. The Blues definitely as well for Johan. Get pumped. You could get $100 next weekend, says Aiden. But then what is going to happen? What happens if you lose that much, Aiden? I feel like you may despise me a little bit because of the fact that I did tell you wrong information, even though I did try and stay right in the middle. But, we'll see how we go. Aussie teams need to go away and have a good cry. Their teams are bad, as well, says Mark. And also, I didn't know, he's a class player. He is indeed. That step that he's got is phenomenal. Sean Wainui, misses getting pumped by the Bullies when he's not looking. Seems like I've got a bowl there. That poor man. And also DNS said the Highlanders, who was going to be winning that match. But looking through some stats, I mentioned before that I was going to look at a few of them. 6 tries to the 1. Meters carried 522 for the Chiefs compared to the 437 of the Waratahs. They actually had a lot more carries in that first half than the second. The Waratahs offloading a lot for the Crusaders as well. Sorry, for the Chiefs. 173 tackles made by the Chiefs in this matchup. And we have also got discipline, 15 penalties against the Waratahs with their 1 red card, 11 against the Chiefs with the 2 yellow cards as well. Looking through match stats, player statistics, 82 meters for Noah Kwanitawasi, 4 defenders beaten, and 1 try scored. Then for the Chiefs, you've got Sean Wainui, 82 meters carried, 3 defenders beaten, 5 clean breaks, 5 tries, and he was a very impressive performer in this match as well. Luke Jacobson also honourable mention, 6 defenders beaten and 73 meters carried. Then we look at tackles, 11 made by Lockie Swinton, the most of a Waratahs player, then 16 for Zane Capelli, 15 for Quinton Byer. He always makes a lot of them. Quinton Byer also 2 turnovers, 14 tackles for Alex Nankabell, 12 for Jacobson, and also 12 for Samasoni Takiaho with 14 for Tupavai. And we have also got in the chat as well, we have got, no, you're fine, at risk for the biscuit, Hamish, as well. I feel like it's easy to say that now, but after it happens, it might be on the fence. Are you doing Mitre 10 Cup streams this season? I am hoping to. I don't know whether I'll be able to do every single game, but I am hoping to be able to fill in those gaps, because at the same time, we are going to have the Rugby Championship, the July test, all of that is going to be happening. But I have got it in my schedule. I've got every game written down. That's the thing. I've got a schedule going till the end of September in terms of when all of the games are. So I am hoping to be able to do as many of them as possible. Otago as well says, Tama, did I miss the game? As I says, Benny Albert, you did indeed. And at this stage, the Chiefs were able to win that one 40-7. And thanks for the commentary this season, Hamish. Vanaka Vakalivu as well from Escaroy. And I appreciate you guys all being here. That's the thing. This is the one that now I kind of sit back and I realize we've done 25 live streams of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. We're back every single week. 5 live streams, 25 in total, and we've got the final tomorrow. It's almost, I don't know what to say. I've worn this Chiefs kit the whole time. You guys have been here the whole time as well. So it's just been awesome that you guys have been supporting it. 25 live streams. That's like 50 hours you guys have put up with me rambling. And I just absolutely love you guys for it as well. Let's go Nariki. Playing ping pong as well. We always got Landers have the smallest BBC connections with the UK, of course, is what we are talking about as well. We have got, I'm going to cause a riot if I lose the bet. I really hope you don't lose it, Aiden. And we have also got Dunners ran by Abe the Stoner as well. And Australia only won 2 out of 25 of those games, and love being a Kiwi in Australia right now as well, says Johan. Yeah, the bragging rights are well and truly up there. But the big match is going to be that first match of the Bledisloe Cup. Who is going to be able to get that win? It's going to be happening on August I was about to say the wrong date, but I actually realized I have a schedule. So I can tell you exactly what day the match is going to be happening. Where are we? August. It is going to be the 7th of August, I think. Where is it? Where are we? Yes, it is 7th of August. Are you also doing British and Irish Lions streams as well? I am indeed. I am going to be doing all of those matches, which is why I've been doing the Rainbow Cup South Africa as well. It's kind of to try and learn a little bit more background of the players that I will be watching throughout the British and Irish Lions tour. Going to be very exciting to watch. And yeah, I am thoroughly excited for that. And it's only starting up in a couple of weeks. The match that I feel like I'm going to struggle with most for the commentary is probably going to be the match between the British and Irish Lions and Japan, purely because I haven't really studied too much of Japan's lineup. Whoever wins final next week in NZ can hold their heads up high. Both teams have played their hearts out all year as well from Mark. And yeah, both of them deserve to be there. The Blues have played well, being the top of the table pretty much throughout the whole competition. Highlanders have been that underdog, the dark horse, I called them at the start of the competition. They just kept on fighting, kept on getting those bonus points. And in the end, they have been able to make it all the way to that final as well. And we have also got Wainui unleashed his inner Māori spirits, fending the Waratahs off while it runs over the line as well. And Transparent, or transplanted into a 3 kg poodle dog. I don't think I can read all of that. Wainui as well. Got Super Native on the Tars as well. And saw my next Instagram story kissing his little girlfriend down in the Goldie as well. Says Smithy Toilet. I don't know what half of that means. We'll be back, baby, as well. Says Anaha. And also we have got there's some weird long names in Japan, like Yoto Kizuki. Hopefully I pronounced that like correctly. The Landers have that Wairoa that will get them past those BBC from Auckland. I feel like BBC is not the new thing on the channel, is it? It seems like it is. And I didn't really have any impact on it. I feel like it was Johnny Blaze and Smithy Toilet. And also, of course, Isaac, who were able to start that one up. What a performance by the Chiefs here. Very impressive to finish the competition off. Kazuki Himeno, he'll be good as well, says Oliver. Is he going to be playing for Japan? because I feel like maybe where the game is being played, it's being played over in England, so I'm not sure whether he'll be able to get the quarantine done in time to be able to play for them. And we have also got there, went to Bali, slept with Mary Jane and Shaniqua, only to find out they were lady boys as well. Gold Coast brother town with that theme park accident. Oh, as well. We have also got there, man, and the end of the year tour, and that'll keep you busy, says George Polo. Yeah, everything is on the list at the moment. I've got the Women's Mitre 10 Cup as well is on there. I've got the July test. I've got everything that is happening in rugby over the next kind of few months. Like, I'm looking at some of the days. It's going to be hard on the vocal cords, that is for sure, because you look at the likes. Oh, we go to July. No, July's too far. No, July will do. July is actually the right date. I have found, like, the 11th of July, for instance. In this situation, we have got at 4 a.m. the British and Irish Lions taking on the Bulls. Then South Africa, Georgia, Romania, Scotland, England, Canada, Ireland, USA, Wales, Argentina. Of those games, I'll probably do about 3 or 4. Then you also add in New Zealand playing on a couple other days. You got a big old, you got a big old schedule right there. Is Mike Oxmall playing? As I says in AHA, we'll have a quick look. Oxnashare is on the bench for the Sharks, but I don't think that is who you are talking about. And at this stage, no, I can't see that name, unfortunately for you, mate. And we also got there, Bahamish. We both to blame if I lose the Sharks game. Little jokes, but for real, it's going to be nerve-wracking. That's one reason I have found I never bet on games, like purely because of the fact that when I'm watching them, I just can't handle the pressure. Like, and that is why I've kind of stuck to the commentary side of it rather than looking at any kind of odds or anything like that. He got named in the squad, but yeah, he might not as well, says Oliver. I've stuck my hands up in there. I'm not sure why. And we almost got you this time as well. Mike Ox. I'm reading it and I can't see the. I see it now. You cheeky boy. You did get me there. No, I've done it again. I said it earlier on in a live stream as well. Someone else got me. And just in Arjun as the rest of this nation, all BBC must be chemically castrated as well. And New Zealand versus Fiji will be a good series. Fiji backs are lethal. They are indeed. And I hope they do have all the likes of Tuasova, Radradra, all of those guys. Would be pretty awesome. But yeah, Naha, you well and truly got me there. Damn it. I feel like I try my best not to get caught out, but every once in a while, one slips through. And in the end, it was that one. Unfortunately, luckily, we don't have too many people who are watching at the moment who were able to witness that one. Yeah, at this stage, it is 11 minutes past 12 here in New Zealand. Midnight has passed. We are on a new day. And we have also got Yato Paseli as well. And I had to read that name twice just to make sure that you weren't doing what Anna did as well. Talia should be playing for Fiji, says George Polo. And in the next World Cup, I'm going to put $10 on Japan to win it. That is a big guess. Marco Votopolo, not again, mate. I already said it about 4 times. I remember right in the early live streams, you were able to get me about 5 times in a row until I was able to work it out. But yeah, a few skins on foreskin. Oh, no. A few skins on Fortnite. That you have got, even without saying it, it got me. And now I feel like a silly goose. You should expect it to find me for now. Yeah, I should. I well and truly got caught out. Keely Bell will be capped by Fiji as well, says Marco Vanapola Bear. At this stage, anyone who is just tuning in now, 5 tries for Sean Mainui, the most tries in Super Rugby history, I believe it was, and Taulani was able to get the other. Then it was Nawakwanita Wasi who was able to score the try for the Waratahs, but it wasn't quite enough to get them over the line here. They beat South Africa, so who knows? They could beat the All Blacks and Australia as well, says Aiden. And that is for, I believe it is Fiji that we are talking about in this situation. And also Australia. Oh, no, that is for Japan, actually, who were able to beat South Africa and Australia, says Aiden as well. Unless I think we are almost getting to the end of this live stream. I've kind of just been rambling for the past little while, but you guys are still all here watching along, so I do appreciate you all being here for this live stream. Looking through the stats, we can see that Nawakwanitiwasi had the best game for the for the Waratahs, and then obviously Sean Wainui was able to score the 5 tries. But I'll say it again, Caleb Trask with about 4 assists, or 3 or 4 assists of those 5 tries. You got to give him credit. The long ball from him was phenomenal, and it just made it very easy for Wainui to be able to get over the line. As Soakula Fiji, I'm not too sure, George Polo. Sorry, I'm not too sure about the answer to that one. Aussie Rugby, too much gym work, not enough sweet work, as well, says Nush. And also, yes, Peter Gus is Fijian, says Oliver as well. And we did see Malakai Fikachoa. He is going to be playing Fiji, or not Fiji, Tongan Sevens as well. So maybe we will see a few of these other players who have played in New Zealand or for New Zealand going overseas as well. We have also got, I'll see you in 2 hours, Lucky, or not, depending on the ref and what he does as well, says Aiden. And also, I'll give the video a like for always trying to catch you slipping. And my bad cuz, no worries, mate. Does keep it fun. I had someone, I remember right at the start of when we had donations, and someone was writing a whole heap of messages in the chat. And of course, me being me, I always say that I'll read every message in the chat. So I was reading them out loud, didn't know what I was saying. And then he donated $5 and was like, I've just made you say every Tongan swear word. And at that moment, I realized from now on, I don't really read messages that are words that I don't actually know, in terms of whether it is Fijian or anything along those lines, or South African. Sometimes I don't read those out because I am worried that I would be caught out once again. And we have what's got there, he's Fijian, mate, as well. Is from Aussie as well, but Talia will play for Fiji as well in the chat. But yeah, I have been caught out a few times over the last few months. And I guess it is just part and parcel with the job that we are doing here. Of course, with a lot of chatting, I talk quick during these live streams. I feel like now that I'm talking slower, it seems weird. Do you guys find it weird when I talk at a normal pace? I feel like I'm in slow motion. Maybe I am a little bit. My brain is in slow motion. It is currently after 12 o'clock. And we have also got there in the win or lose, Chiefs is our best as well, says Daniela. And that is awesome that the Chiefs have got supporters. Win, lose, or draw, they have got their Chiefs mana backing them in this one. And yes, they didn't quite make it to the final of this competition, but they made it the Super Rugby Trans-Tasman final. Or sorry, Super Rugby Aotearoa's final. Put up a decent effort. Yeah, bro. Tuasova should rep the Aussies as well. And we have what's got to say, oh no, Oliver, I don't want to say it because I don't know what it says. Unfortunately, DMAC is South African, says Isaac. And yeah, at this stage, I'm not sure what that says. Oliver, if you do, let me know what it says, although I feel like I will need confirmation from someone else as well. It's slow motion because the game is over as well, says Escaroy. Yeah, I feel like my brain, all of a sudden, like I feel like all of the tiredness from the last 5 weeks of non-stop commentary over 25 games has kind of caught up, and now I'm kind of like just chilling. That looked like I was high. I'm not high. I'm not on anything. But I am just very exhausted. This has been a big day of rugby. And it gets even bigger because we have got one more match later on tonight. The Bulls versus the Sharks. And it means BBC Man Milk as well. And we always got that means F. As I said, Danny Ellis, I feel like he was trying to catch me out a little bit there, Oliver. And also 12 minutes past 10 in Townsville. They're not going to name Aussie team this year. They can't stop crying as well, says Mark. And they are supposed to announce it tomorrow, I believe, if I'm not wrong. So that's going to be exciting. And look up what it means, says Oliver. Oh, no. Right. How do I get this comment without? I'm going to have to type it in. Right. Here we go. What does this word that I'm not going to say out loud Jesus, it is brutal, mate. I am very glad I didn't say that out loud. Jeez, I didn't even know there was a saying for that. It worried me as soon as I saw that it had down there Tongan swear words as a option underneath. Jeez, and we have also got there, and then we have got chat. That's caught me off guard. Halfcast. Oh no. Who's the mayor of Central Australia? I've dropped a spring. Why did I have a spring? Where did it go? That's a shame. I feel like my brain's well and truly faded at this stage. Oh, found it. Right. I think I'm going to be ending this live stream before I end up well and truly embarrassing myself with just being well and truly out to it at this stage. A lot of talking, a lot of rugby, and I am now going to have some hot chips. Maybe. It's 12:18. Maybe I should go for something else that isn't hot chips at this time of night. We'll have to wait and see. But nonetheless, I do appreciate you all being here throughout these whole live streams of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. One more to go. I think in the final, it could be a little bit hectic, which I think is why I'm just chilling out with you guys now as well. But I will mention, if I do end up not being able to read your comment in the final, I do go back and read the messages that I do miss. All of them, good and bad. Hey, Marco, on a polar bear. But at the end of the day, I do appreciate you guys for your support on the channel. You're the Highlanders say it to me at school. It's all jokes as well. We also got there. And cooks food on the fire he makes in his lounge instead of using a perfectly fine kitchen as well, and uses neighbour's tap water outside the house. And Geordie Barrett is so hot with his BBC in the chat as well. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. And yeah, I will see you all very soon, probably in a few hours' time, if I haven't crashed by then, which we will have to wait and see whether or not I will end up falling asleep. But thank you all very much for watching. Hope you did enjoy the live stream. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you all for the next one. See you next week from Aman as well. We will see you later.